All right, folks. Welcome in. We've got another best of 7 playoff here in Gold League. Winner will be Platinum. The loser will stay in Gold League for another season. For Margougou over here, the young Frenchman is going to want to be back in Platinum League after getting relegated last season. Sometimes that happens. You know, you get relegated back down, and then that player is still top quality to make it back up. He was second place in his group. So for Margougou, he had the slightly better group standing. But StonePlease maybe had one of the most competitive groups. I personally think both groups are pretty insane. But StonePlease ended up being third place. Map is Stranded, which is a really intense map to start off the tournament set. There's so many things happening. Sometimes you want like a clean, smooth, walled map to start. But here, where there could be complete chaos, both players can be very nervous players, very fast players. Sometimes the fast players struggle to have some stability. But StonePlease, fun fact, is the fastest person in AoE. Oh yeah, I think I had it wrong. But yeah, we'll see how the APM is. I don't know how these guys have APMs like this already. But yeah, StonePlease is the fastest player in AoE. It becomes very obvious just how much multitasking he goes for once he's controlling units. And Margougou is one of the fastest as well. Margougou's town center spot's not great. It's tough because it's a nomad start. But ideally, the town center would have been positioned here, so he has the bigger wood line and also the gold. But he's gone for the Malians on Stranded. He's got the fishing ship on the outside, which you start with, and he'll add more. But with the new water changes, the Hawks now on water, the galleys, the fires, there's a lot of back and forth on what units you want to make. Typically on the hybrid maps, we do tend to see a lot of the Hawks. But there's also a lot of wood and gold to control in the middle, which is super important. Margougou, very nicely done there. It brings in his elephant. And he's hoping to get the timing right to have enough food just to be able to produce that villager. You also want as much wood as possible to produce the fishing ships. So you get to 2 fish. But now you need the food for the next vill after this one. And it'll be pretty similar timings here from StonePlease. But yeah, weird one for me because Margougou started playing in 2020. So it's 6 years, which feels like a long time, but for high-level AoE, it's really not. And he's one of the few players that reached the top who only played the Definitive Edition. And then he had a bit of an off year last year, but he's been around a long time, and he's very good. But like StonePlease, he was playing before the Definitive Edition. I remember him. And then he just rose up the last 2 years. And so it feels like he's the newer high-level player when in reality he's actually played the game for longer. So it's kind of a weird situation there. Typically, you wouldn't have it, but... yeah, StonePlease is very good. StonePlease, just based on what I know, and I don't know everybody, has practiced more for this than anybody else in all of Titans League. So... I think there won't be a single map where he doesn't have really good ability. I don't think there will be much that surprises him. But considering Margougou is so aggressive, I feel like, and StonePlease likes aggressive maps, I think it will be the same thing. Where they will probably match up pretty nicely on a map like this and others. 4 fishing ships for both players. They're adding their 5th. It's honestly just so even so far. And we're getting there. We'll eventually see a barracks, maybe. There's no guarantee. I could also see some archers or some navy. Elkai, hello. Says, hey, T90, I've watched for years. He says, does the dude who still plays Vikings Forest Nothing only still play? No, unfortunately, he does not. A couple months ago, I uploaded the last FatSob game ever, unless something changes. I would suggest watching the video, though. It was a really good game. But FatSob... I think the last time he played was 2024. And this might be a little bit embarrassing to admit, but I check his profile once a week. I check his profile once a week to see just there's a chance he's played, and he hasn't played in 2 years. But I'm always keeping an eye out just in the hopes that he comes back and plays a game. So yeah, there will be a second dock here from StonePlease. And Margougou is delaying his fishing ships, in hopes to drop all the food off here and have the faster feudal age. I think he goes full drop off here. It's 12 on food. It's a lot of food. It drop off. Just missing the food for a second. Boom, clicks up. But StonePlease is still adding fishing ships. Which isn't uncommon, though. I think 5 fishing ships is a little low. I've seen 8 to 10 be more common, especially since the addition of being able to garrison fishing ships. In theory, you can defend on water a bit longer now, if you're low on the numbers. But yeah, I love Fatslob, man. Fatslob's the reason that I just loved being a content creator, you know? Just telling really cool stories about unique players. I think it's really cool about Age of Empires, how there's all these different styles that can play the game. So, yeah, Fatslob is near and dear to my heart, man. Someone in chat said I want to just make a video on him. I mean, obviously I want to make the video, but like, he's a special player. It feels special to keep him playing the game. I don't even care about the video that much, to be honest with you. I wouldn't lose any sleep over that. I want Fatslob playing AoE forever, man. So what is StonePlease up to now? You know, it might be a forward dock. He knows his opponent is around here. The villager's walking pretty far. That's a fast uptime from Margougou, and Margougou also has the militia, also goes for the archer range. StonePlease almost looks like he wants the rhino. Okay, so he'll go for the rhino. No loom, as man-at-arms are going to be coming in. I mean, this could go so terribly wrong. I feel like this is excessive, but skilled players are always going to take whatever advantages they can. But no loom, as you're bringing in a rhino. Oh, God. Okay, he de-aggroes it there. But now the militia are here. Now he needs to go for quick walls. Now he's just going to abandon the rhino, and Margougou gets the fast start. That hurts so much for StonePlease because he needs that barracks completed. Barracks has to complete, and he still doesn't have loom. So, okay, he drops the gate, which is well played. He'll finish the barracks now. Gate can go down very quickly, but the town center hits. Ooh, not so good for Margougou. And Margougou is still on water as well. He'll add in the Hawks with 2 docks. And he also has the archers. Loom is in queue for StonePlease. But this is the risk of adding so much economy, right? But StonePlease can garrison inside of his docks. He'll go for his own archer range. He does have quite a bit of water buffalo underneath the TC. Loom isn't in yet, though, because he queued Town Watch before Loom. But exactly as advertised from Margougou. Very aggressive. StonePlease can be as well, and he hasn't been here. But there's the first Hawk. So, again, old balance, you wouldn't have Hawks. The fishing ships would just be going down. New balance, you can garrison there. The arrows will only fire for units that are not directly next to the dock. Villager for StonePlease is left exposed here. Technically, I think he could garrison his fishing ships and maybe save this villager. Because I think the arrows will fire on the man-at-arms. But unfortunately, the arrows are missing. And unfortunately for him, his fishing ships are still not working. It is all Margougou right now. All the aggression from him. And, oh, the man-at-arms stops, and StonePlease gets the quick wall. Damn. Okay. Well, villager's protected for now. Not bad. And StonePlease is on the way up. So, yeah, I'm not really certain. Okay, now I am. If he's playing double range now, it seems to me like he's really just going to play full lands to push this back. But that does mean that he's got 10 fishing ships not working right now. So, I don't think that's great. I think he'll need to add in a Hulk or 2. Like, you just need 1 Hulk here and your fishing ships can fish. So, there's a lot of pressure on StonePlease at the moment. Here's the APM. I'm guessing they're both going to be sky high. Yeah, moving around like crazy. We haven't looked at Margougou's base at all. Margougou's taking some of the deer. Margougou still has fish behind. He's actually adding fishing ships to have the better economy. And he's had to be patient here. He's actually using the archer to look for the weak villager. The weak villager will be saved. But the idle time for StonePlease's economy is really weak. Like, this is an instance where if he could focus on the details, he's actually fine. That is a 5 HP Hawk. I don't think he's able to focus on it. Fall back there, garrison up, and stabilize. But he just wants to play full crossbow and siege in the middle, I think. And yeah, fishing ships will go back home. This fishing ship was just running away. Margougou is nowhere close to Castle Age. If StonePlease can get crossbow, he'll have more archers than Margougou does, and Margougou could have some problems here. T90, I hit a peak of 103 APM recently. Does that mean I can go pro soon? What do you think, chat? Yeah, but what were your actions performing? It's actions per minute. What were you doing? Were you saving your villagers from knights on your wood line when you peaked at that APM? I mean, that's a lot of speed. So yeah, maybe, man. Sign up for the community cup. Maybe you can make it to the Sand League when we do the community tournament in a month. Stone, please. Will lose his 2 crossbows. That's not ideal, but he does have this focus. And Margougou's tower, it doesn't really protect his wood line here. Again, water's still a factor. Fishing ships are fishing in some areas. I still think Stone, please could just get away with more, but I think he's dialed in right now. And the strategy was just to get to Castle Age fast. I have seen people lose water and win on this map so many times just through like full land control. And Margougou doesn't have a lot of land army. He still continues to make navy right now. As someone who's been on the other side of the screen from Stone, please, the pressure that he's able to send out is unreal at times. But his eco can sometimes be shaky, and I like this from Margougou. Trying to get some value there. But here comes the villager. Stone, please, doesn't have a market, so if he wants the siege workshop, which is definitely the goal here, it'll be rather awkward for him. Constantly looking for damage. But it used to be Stone, please, ahead by 700 res collected. Now it's Margougou ahead by 1,000 resources collected because the fishing ships have not been working for Stone, please. And the fishing ships have been working for Margougou. But what Margougou needs with that is he needs skirmishers, and siege can counter skirmishers, and Stone, please, is going for the siege workshop here. Margougou, if he had archers, could have maybe fought this. Honestly, though, that's still a nice find on the crossbows, and the siege workshop's not completed yet. Margougou's double tower play ends up looking very nice for him. 2 towers. Siege is still going to be needed here for Stone, please, and the siege workshop's still not up. Still no working fish eco for Stone, please. The efficiency is really low at the moment. And Margougou's up. Vinch, thanks for the raid. Salutes in chat, please. Welcome in Vinch's viewers. Vinch obviously playing TTL Platinum. Winner of this series makes it to Platinum next season. I think it's such a big deal that Margougou was able to at least delay the siege workshop. It still will complete. Margougou's hoping for elite skirm, but he hasn't been able to get the wood to research that yet. And Stone, please, just going full pressure, full micro on land. Kills off the skirms. Yeah, Margougou is so little army, guys. Like, this is maybe worth it for Stone, please. Like, all the idle times may be okay. But every engagement on land needs to be perfect. The second range for Margougou. The game is incredibly close with score. Margougou will slowly start to take down the docks and actually take down the fishing ships. Stone, please, has 5 on food, and that's villagers on deer somewhere. And we'll take more deer as well. But he's hovering around right now. Yep, siege pops out. Now, repair villagers are so critical at this level. You need to have a repair villager for that mangonel. Stone, please, tried to back up, but the archer pathing blocked it and sent it forward, I think. See, that's not worth it. That mangonel needs to stay alive. Stone, please, I think, needs to understand that Margougou is not anywhere else but here. I think he's convinced himself that Margougou is hiding somewhere. Margougou is literally just right here. And he's chopping wood up a hill towards the siege. So you hold this hill, Margougou has problems. And if Margougou ever leaves, then you know. Like, if there's not 24 villagers on wood, you know where he's going to be. Somewhere back here, somewhere back here. Nice shot there from Stone, please. There's still no repair villager. But he's killing lots of villagers here. And so, yes, he does lose his mangonels, but that's also Margougou's woodline. Oh, big shot from Margougou. No, he misses the shot. Stone, please, saw it. Stone, please, literally just doing circles around his base, waiting for where he's going to take resources. And Margougou's food economy isn't really benefiting him that much right now. I would like to see him try and get to a university, but the problem is he doesn't have wood. He needs to consistently make units here. So he'll run over here to this lumber camp. He will counterattack with the crossbows, but Stone, please, continues to hover around looking for the wood. He doesn't see the villagers on wood anymore. 3 more villager kills. And he's probably like, where is he taking wood? Where are his vills? I just saw 20 here. Kills another vill. And here he goes. And now Margougou has to abandon the lumber camp. Oh, man. What an opening from StonePlease. Yeah, and you see the vills running, and then you also see the lumber camp foundation, so you know he's struggling. I love this from Margougou, but I think StonePlease saw it, or at least he knows it's there. Guys, this pressure is insane. Micro from StonePlease. Can he keep it up? Can he keep it up? Does he even notice this? He notices it now. But he's going to run in towards the mangonel. Minimum range of the mangonel. He stays in it. And Margougou will lose the vill. He'll lose the mangonel. Still could be pressured on the hill as well. StonePlease is chasing these crossbows away. StonePlease is locked in right now. Again, the aggression is insane. Margougou's got 15 idols inside of the TC. StonePlease lands the shot. Loses the mangonel. And he... Oh, God. StonePlease also loses his crossbows to the TC. Oh, man. Such a close game. Again, it's in these moments that I think the players who have played tournaments before, who have been there, done that, win. That was my theory anyways. Just tiny little moments here or there. StonePlease losing his crossbow numbers was big. Losing the siege workshop would be a painful loss as well. He hops out. He's still sniping vills, but he's losing his mangonels. And Margougou will take that. Margougou can take the siege workshop then. Margougou can maybe then build another tower on top of the hill or something. With no siege, I worry for StonePlease, but he does have another siege workshop. He did also clear those crossbows up, so has another group running in. But StonePlease definitely has the worst eco now. Margougou having fishing ships is really nice. The StonePlease has never really been fishing with his fishing ships. They've just been sitting in there. And Margougou can finally start to breathe a little bit. Wow. What an intense game, though. What an intense game. I think Margougou can now actually think about ballistics, which he never had before. And I think with crossbow counterattacks with ballistics, StonePlease would have massive problems. Villager down on StonePlease's woodline. Good micro from Margougou. He's locked in. Kills another vill. Crossbows are sitting back here for StonePlease. He has the other group at home. He'll go for the university now. So yeah, he sees the university from Margougou. Knows ballistics is coming. Will go to get it himself. Is still taking some buffaloes for food. No farms or anything for either player. Margougou will never need that. Sneaking around with these extra docks have been so nice for him. I think when this game is said and done, I think it's going to come down to this area and this area now, right? They both have exposed wood lines. Extremely valuable to keep your wood and gold units alive here. It might not even come down to the fishing ships, honestly. Like, Margougou will... As the micros even there from both. Margougou will win the game if he holds on land after losing the fish. But the strategy from StonePlease could work to fight without fish. Oh, nice shot. And... Oh, God, but it's like moments like that, dude. That could have been a kill. That's not a kill, and it is a kill. StonePlease holds on. And they both have ballistics now. God, this is insane. It's just non-stop action, right? Like, they just never give up. Pressure will continue. Margougou's got the right idea. I think counterattacking with the crossbows will be the downfall for StonePlease, because he doesn't have any defenses there. And also dropping the tower there is really nice. Yep. It's so tough for the mangonels to push in. So Margougou plays tower defense. Now he goes for the counter. But StonePlease tracks it. And StonePlease can kill that. And still, it's not an easy woodline to take. The micro is ridiculous. It is just insane. They trade 1-for-1 again. And Margougou loses his crossbows behind. Such an aggressive game. Like, the very top talents, right? The very best in the world. So platinum quality, which these players are trying to become. They're typically a little bit better at defending, right? Defending and using the eco lead. So that's where Margougou and StonePlease's players would struggle if they make it to platinum. But, like, there could be no question on how aggressive they are. It's insanely impressive. Still, Margougou, I think, is the right idea to just counterattack. Like, there's still no tower over here. Your own tower can help you defend, but StonePlease has the right idea to still pressure the wood line. He's landing some really big hits. Has a mangonel even rolling around now, too. And also, we have a couple Hawks from StonePlease, so he might fight back on water a little bit. What a game. 69 population against 72. StonePlease has the slightly bigger crossbow count. He will get his fishing ships working for the first time in a long time. At least some of the fishing ships are working. And they both drop a second town center at the same time as well. Wow. It's amazing how they both have a moment where there's no pressure and they both start to expand their eco. And Margougou just landed a shot back here. Yeah, counterattacking and rolling around your opponent's base with mangonels is not really how you want to use them. But Margougou's just done a nice job at protecting the hill at all times. So StonePlease is constantly looking for some more damage. Farms are coming up for Margougou for the food eco. And he still has the 12 fishing ships. And the micro still continues to be unreal here, dude. I mean, even from StonePlease there, right? That's a 5 HP mangonel. Margougou needs the repairs. Yeah, it's still not a lot going on water for StonePlease. He should know the mangonel is weak. It'll auto-fire because Margougou's not paying attention, and StonePlease kills it, and StonePlease is back to the woodline. Margougou, you need mangonels. You need consistent mangonel production against this guy. If Margougou's playing against me, or you, chat, no offense, you know, he defends the first couple times, and then it's game over. But StonePlease just keeps... He just never gives up. It never stops. There's always another mangonel. There's always more micro to focus on. And... It's just crazy. Again, just so impressive from both because Margougou, he continues to be equal to it. The micro continues to be ridiculous. Here he lands a shot up the hill, gets the kill. And I think Margougou, with that moment, he evens out the mangonel numbers. I'm seeing better farm transitions for him. He's got 13 fishing ships, which is so nice. It's getting less efficient, but still... I think he's clawed himself into a nice position here. He just can't lose his army now. If he starts to lose his army now, then he'll have problems. Yeah, StonePlease, for the viewers, people will look at the idle TC time for StonePlease and say that that's like... It's easy to look at that number and say, oh god, big raid from Margougou, sorry. That's a mistake, but I actually think it was the strategy. It was basically like, I'll give you the food income. I will simply just kill all your vills. And that's why it was so important that Margougou held on against the early rush because of where he was taking wood. And Margougou, oh man, there's so much happening right now. We got 3 separate armies. He loses his crossbows there. Over here, he's repairing his mangonel. But Margougou's, he's got the rhythm down now. He understands. Just play full mangonel against this with a couple skirms mixed in and you're good. And if the food eco is good enough, eventually you could maybe mix in some knights. Look at all the mangonels! Holy mangonels on screen! Bro! What is this, man? Yikes! They're everywhere. But it's working for Margougou. Oh, it's working for Margougou. Margougou 71 eco, 20 military, and just 1 military now for StonePlease. And I think StonePlease has finally hit a wall. He could barely produce. He could barely expand. And Margougou likely to take the first game. My god. Margougou is locked in, man. If he were to win, I'm curious to ask him, you know, his shape and whatnot. Because he's had a quieter year. He hasn't been playing ranked as much. But, like, no one's playing ranked as much. And a lot of people do their training behind the scenes. Margougou now 95 pop. It's 43 pop for Stone. Basically, StonePlease can only come back with mangonels. That's it. He doesn't have any food eco for knights. Margougou, Margougou could play knights now. His eco is getting good enough. He's investing into more farms. He's adding the 3rd TC. But Margougou can simply afford to make more mistakes with this big of an eco lead. He just needs to be careful. And again, micro is just so on point there. Curious what StonePlease will play game number 2 now. Because, like, he came out swinging game number 1. Does he try and play a more closed map, a more open map? Does he play more economic, or does he go even more YOLO? If that is what you think you need to win, after losing the first game, you might go even crazier. Margougou still has the units in the back. There's a big shot, but it's good raids. Still actively fighting on the front, which is important. And... oh, he doesn't even lose one there. I don't know how. StonePlease could have had 2 kills. Margougou micros down the Mangonel. Margougou losing his units in the back. Honestly, Margougou, just add a stable at this point. Sit here with a knight and it's over, man. But it might be over regardless. 83 villagers against 37. Chat, guess how many Mangonels in total will have been produced in this game? Guess fast, because the game might end soon. Margougou's got a nice lead. It might be like 50. We might have a Mangonel per minute. Might set a new Mangonel record. Margougou's also gone for a siege workshop in the back. I don't even know. I'm thinking it's like 25 for both. Maybe not 25. Maybe like high. Maybe like 17, 18, 19. I mean, that's all StonePlease can really do. What little resources he has, he'll make Mangonels. But the hills are just so valuable. I think StonePlease, with a bit of patience and experience, never loses the hill. It's exactly what I was expecting to happen in this series. It's like, StonePlease will lack the patience. He'll try and send it too much. That initial tower from Margougou was only holding a crappy little wood line. He just needed to hold there. But you always feel like you have to do so much. And you try and do too much sometimes. And you lack the patience, and then the game ends. There's our answer. It was 25 for StonePlease. It was 15 for Margougou, which equals way too many damn Mangonels. Wow. I mean, great game. Again, for StonePlease, you could see his APMs through the roof. He's so freaking fast, man. But I just wonder, and hopefully he doesn't regret it. Hopefully he can turn this around. I just wonder what plays out differently in this game for him. If instead of going for the villager snipes with 1 Mangonel and losing each Mangonel, he waits till he has 2. I feel like if he has 2 and he has the repair villager, that tower goes down very quickly. Like, he almost had Margougou defeated right here. Right? Like, the game's almost over here if he has this hill still with siege. And it's just a couple Mangonels going down that was the problem. Well played from Margougou. He had to fight extremely difficult there. Yeah, it was 40 total Mangonels to people who didn't see the pop-up. But, yeah, Margougou eventually had the superior eco and was able to produce more. And then, of course, everything he did behind the pressure was beautiful. So, well played. All right, so not the first time we've seen this, but it is still kind of rare. It is a very player-style thing. And StonePlease going to use the strategy we saw from Dragonstar the other day, and I'm pretty certain he will go for an instant barracks. Now, we actually saw this matchup. Didn't StonePlease play Aztecs against Turs in the last round of group stage? It was Aztecs against Khmer, and what he was able to do to Turs is he was able to steal the boar, which slowed Turs down. So I think the strategy from Turs to go Khmer is still pretty sound, but he got lamed pretty heavily. Here comes the Eagle from StonePlease, hoping for any type of steal. Forward boar comes in right away from Margougou. And StonePlease, oh, extremely unlucky. If he goes back, yeah, okay, he'll get a sheep. But obviously he'd like to steal a little bit more. What I'm expecting is an instant drush from StonePlease. And I expect 5 militia. And I think Margougou is expecting this. And with Margougou expecting this, Margougou is trying to go super fast archers. And you can do that with the Khmer because you don't have to build your barracks. The key, of course, is getting the food. But he's hoping to avoid the middle. It almost feels like StonePlease went the wrong way. He was there. He found the sheep. He found the stone. And then he went way down here. He went too far. There were 2 sheep here. So StonePlease won't have too much of a lame. He might end up finding this boar. But Margougou's definitely planning on bringing the boars as quickly as possible. And should have enough time to shoot the boar and bring it in. Yeah, nice start for Margougou. And this is pretty labbed out, I think, for these guys. Like, I think StonePlease will recognize that not getting more laming done does hurt the viability of the strat. Laming with the Eagle is definitely part of it. Margougou will have all of his resources. And Margougou has his scout now looking around for his opponent. You should just know now what strategy's coming. There should be no surprises. I think he's looking to confirm it. And looking around, should hug the wood line. And, yep, sees the barracks, and now he knows. So he's like, okay, I did my research. I know exactly what you did in round 5 with Aztecs on Valley. I brought in my food. I think Margougou will try and go like 18 pop or 19 pop up. I think a tiny detail that Margougou can actually try now is look for the Ibex. You can push in a couple units from the middle, not all of them. So realistically, if he wants and he knows the Drush is coming, he could try that. The Stone Please. I think he's actually missing these 2 sheep too. So missing your food when you go for this build is also pretty brutal. The plan for him, though, is to come to the middle and build a mill on the food. And here he comes forward with the pressure already. Which Margougou should expect. But to be honest, I'm not seeing a lot of res from Margougou. I'm not sure what happened here. I thought he would have more resources banked up right now. I think things have been a little inefficient underneath the town center. He is pre-walling everything. Oh my god, people. Go to work. Go to work. Go to work. Yikes. You need the food. And there are the vills for Stone, please. So it is refreshing to see this because we've seen some players just straight up not take the middle resources at all. And other players have decided to focus their whole strategies around it. But Stone, please, we'll need the wood for a mill there. We'll need that sooner rather than later to get the food. He also needs the wood for a house. To me, it feels like the build might be a little bit off. He does actually use the sheep to find the sheep. Who is scouting with sheep at this time? And now he's just here attacking Margougou's house. Drop-offs for Margougou to get the food. He'll click up. And the plan is archers. But man, that gold is very far forward. And he can go into the house with a Khmer. Hop on in, boys. There we go. Whoops. Where are you going, lady? Into the house and out of the house. And he's able to go through. It's impressive. To people who just got here, the first series was incredible. I don't want to spoil too much for people who want to watch it later. But basically, it's one of the sets where every game was insane. But the scoreline might not have told the whole story. Oh, look at Margougou sneaking to this gold. Yeah, like Margougou knows what Stone Please is going to do. He knows Stone Please is going to look to see if he's on gold for archers. Stone Please is currently searching. Stone Please also looked with the militia to see if Margougou was able to sneak any hunt to the sides. Has confirmed that that's not the case. Stone Please will eventually cook up to feudal age with a very healthy food economy, but the villagers will be exposed. But yeah, Stone Please is probably like, well, hold on a second. Why is he not on gold? I thought this would be fast feudal into archers. There's the villagers from Margougou. Margougou will go for the range. So Stone Please should know, but he doesn't know where to pressure. We might see him start to look around a little bit more for another gold. So far, I really like how Margougou has adapted to this. It feels like he knows exactly what his opponent is going to try. It feels like he knows exactly how to counter it. It's been a fair dose of, like, preparation and also sneakiness. But the concern still is Stone Please is on the way up, and Stone Please will have a super healthy eco. And some people would just go 2 or 3 vills here, and then it's not worth it. Stone Please hard commits. And so these units still can hover around the base. Margougou will always have gaps because he's taking the resources. So you miss one quick wall, you might have an issue. I think Margougou did miss that this wasn't walled anymore, but he hops in and out of the houses. And Margougou will be happy because he can hop in and out of the houses, but Stone Please will be happy because it's like, whatever, I'm doing some eco damage, finally. Now, horse collar from Margougou is interesting. So he goes horse collar, so his farms will give him more food. That does mean that it should be relatively difficult for him to get fletching. But I don't hate it, because if you expect the skirm follow-up, what you can probably do is with that long-term food income make lots of scouts later. The Stone Please saves the weak villager there. Militia have actually just come home. Scout went down for Margougou. Margougou immediately trying to pressure the middle, which is smart. But there will be skirms from Stone Please, and the archers are rather weak. StonePlease found the gold, by the way. He double-checked with the eagle, found the gold. Yeah, this is a good strat, guys. But it's super risky. He doesn't have anything on gold either, so he's shifted everything off gold because he wants to play full skirm, it seems. That's the thing that, like, people don't do a lot. StonePlease does a lot. He's, like, always shifting villagers on and off a See that? He just... That right there is an example of StonePlease maybe doing too much. He's like, no, I don't need gold. I'll go full skirm. And then he's like, no, I actually need to leave gold there. And then you look back at his APM, and it's why his APM is through the freaking roof, dude. He clicks so much. Sometimes you just have to let your villagers work, stick to the strategy, bank up a little bit of gold. It's fine. You can make some archers, make some eagles later on. But for now, Margougou pretty confidently fighting here with the archers. And there's the stable. I think that's why Margougou went horse collar, because he knows this will have to be a full feudal style game. Not having it means the farms would expire pretty quickly. He does tower the gold, which also feels good because it's pretty far away from everything. But yeah, Margougou can't do anything with just archers now. Now, what I've seen from StonePlease and from Dragonstar when people do this is I think they like to be heavy on gold so they can make archers from the double range too, which is more effective against scouts. So this is all figured out at this point, guys. Like, StonePlease knows that the Margougou is not just going to continue to just randomly make archers. He knows that Margougou is definitely going to add in the scouts. He goes to the gold. Gold is towered. Skirmishers are here. StonePlease pulls away. I think something Margougou should do is actually go full circle around the middle and try and get to the opponent's base. But with how much vision StonePlease can have in the middle, it's kind of tough to surprise him. It's a weird double purpose of the mill now, is it's almost an outpost for you. And if Margougou's towered, that means that Margougou can't tower up at home, but he's taking the calculated risk. I think StonePlease might queue Town Watch here for a second, guys. He's like, wait a sec, where are you? This has gotten awfully quiet here. And he doesn't know. He has to respect. Is it here? Like, there's an outpost. He's gotten very confused. He knows Margougou must be out there somewhere. Oh, man, that's so unfortunate as well. Okay, now he sees it. Now he sees it. Margougou does only have 2 scouts. But he never had fletching on the archers. He can snag that now. He's taking no risks. It's unlikely he will lose any vills, and it's very likely StonePlease will lose vills. And now StonePlease will go for even a 3rd archer range. Margougou sees just how much army it is as well, right? Like, he sees it's triple range now. He needs to get away from here. It's so stupid to me, guys, how this game, we are 17 minutes in, and we have over 30 military. And then in the game between some of the top players, like Vinchester and Yo, like, Vinch went full wall, 4 TC boom, no army. Like, the difference in styles between leagues has been insane. Obviously, it's a player preference thing. We have had platinum players like Dragonstar play heavy army here. But I still can't believe that just the difference. It doesn't even feel like it's the same game. Different rules apply to different players, I suppose. I mean, Viper gave credit to Dragonstar for his preparation when Dragonstar's strat, this very strat broke him. But you know what was happening there, guys, was Dragonstar was constantly in Viper's base. And he really, like, StonePlease hasn't been in Margougou's base. Margougou has just been, he ran around so much, and StonePlease chased, waiting for him to overextend. I think what StonePlease really needed here is he needed the military numbers to actually pay off. It's 0-0 on the KD, but the efficiency has been much better for Margougou because of the Khmer farms. And of course, it's low risk, right? And so here comes StonePlease now. Margougou is massing up with the stables. He's waiting for bloodlines. Able to hop into the house there. He sees the army. And Margougou loses 1 vill. But I think once he has scouts with armor, I mean, he really needs all of his army. If he has all of his army and he has like 6 scouts, he clears this. But it's a little uncertain right now. Okay, he gets the jump. The first volley's off for free. So that's nice. Skirms go to the front there for StonePlease, but the scouts are just going to eat it. Margougou just looks so good against the StonePlease style of full aggression. Game number 1 was close. Was super close. But now here, game number 2, Margougou was fully prepped. And now StonePlease has to go full archers himself here. We'll see. He does have 3 ranges to produce archers. And archers could still beat these scouts now. So it was mainly skirmishers before. StonePlease is going to make a ridiculous amount of army. And also, StonePlease still has the food. StonePlease is banking res towards Castle Age. Well played. The wolf is attacking Margougou now, so clearly the wolf has chosen a side here. But Margougou will have to stay in feudal age forever here, because he's spending so much food on the scouts. Archer range will be denied, so no additional range production from him. And he wants the double range production. StonePlease still confidently microing on the front. Probably still needs to fall back and be patient. Misclicks a little bit there. He's clicking the skirmishers onto the archers, and then the archers are hitting and running against the scouts. And man, fully upgraded scouts are just so strong. I don't know, though. Like, he also did a really nice job at sniping the archers. The other scouts are still behind. By the time they get here, that scout is dead, and StonePlease is up. Honestly, this is where an experienced player goes, all right, he will never go Castle Age because he's spending food on scouts, and I'm up. Dude, I cannot lose my army now, and I need to play defensive. I don't think StonePlease has defensive in his vocabulary. How do you say defensive in German? I don't know. He's gonna dive. This is ridiculous. This is insane. It's insane that he's still running in. Oh, you just say defensive. Oh, okay. Wow, I know German then. Margougou will think about a counterattack. He never expected the army to run in. Now he comes home, in and out of the houses there. Scouts will engage. The archers and the skirmishers are here. And yeah, he's going to get the clear. Those archers will go down. That's an experience thing right there. That is not a skill issue. That is just straight up experience. And when you are in an intense moment, when it matters for this much, when it's maybe the thing you've trained the most for in your life, because I know StonePlease is super prepped, super easy to overextend. And I do worry a little bit about the army numbers for him now. But, you know, having said that, Margougou still hasn't clicked up to Castle Age. He's about to. But he will have a couple counters with the scouts. So there's weak villagers from before. Villagers could start to go down very quickly. It's really annoying to have to chase the scouts while also push. Margougou, he has nice base setup here. The fact that it's house walls instead of palisade walls in a lot of areas is really nice. But on the back of the base, StonePlease walls up. God, the level is so high. It's so good. It's so insane. They're both house walling like crazy. No holes in the wall either. Margougou's 2 minutes away from Castle Age, guys. Bruneful. Bruneful. Sorry, painful. I don't know where Brune came from. Brune? Sorry, English is hard. Brutal and painful. That's what it was. Yeah, brutal and painful. I just combined 2 words. Still way better than when I combined spear and skirm, so it can get way worse than what I than bruneful. I think Margougou maybe just lost some focus there. I think that him going to the main base here was probably a misplay. I would have liked to see the scouts hit the villagers in the middle. But his resources are going to be ridiculous. He is sneaking the archers that way. And he's just done a very nice job at delaying any of this pressure from StonePlease. StonePlease is 0 farm gaming, right? It's still down here with lots of army. It's the counterattacks that can undo you here. He will have eagles. He's upgrading to eagle warriors as well. It's honestly a ridiculous build. The fact that he will be on crossbow and eagle warrior with full armor and full attack on the units that need it. So this counter raid probably won't do too much, but it does matter if it's spotted. StonePlease is through. He would really like... This has been his best strategy so far this season. He would really love to get this win. Market at home. He did this all without the market. How? Unbelievable pressure. But there's quite a few knights and quite a few skirmishers from Margougou. And Margougou, I think he is able to get the jump on the crossbowman. And he gets the jump on the crossbowman. All those house walls bought him enough time. And then the knights can clear the eagles. Margougou will clear this. Wow, what a game. What a game. What a hold from Margougou again. I just cannot say enough about how the house walls has bought him time. StonePlease is used to finding more value from the damage he's attempting to dish out. And pretty soon, I mean, Margougou's farms have 3k food left on them, right? Pretty soon, Margougou's in a full knight, full skirm situation, which can be really dangerous. Even full knights can be dangerous. The skirms should probably stay at home. The knights can now move out and get some damage in the middle. Here the eagles dive for StonePlease. Margougou falls back to the town center here. More knights will help, though, to clear that up. Margougou definitely missed an opportunity there to get his knights into some of the eco in the middle. But eventually could find some damage. Not looking down here at all. I'm wondering if StonePlease will mix in monks. I feel like monks are the key right now. That's what Dragonstar did against Sito and against Viper, is he would make monks now. I guess against Viper he was Mayans. But in the Sito game he went like double monastery. Like all the production buildings producing as quickly as possible. Monks will be mixed in. Margougou still no second TC. This is Age of Empires, guys. This isn't Age of Walls. This is a war game. Let's go. Holy military, this series. This is so sick. But we've got, like, crazy farm eco against no farms. There still is lots of food, but, you know, eventually it does disappear. It feels like this game gets decided over the next 3 minutes. And if Margougou can win it, because it's been another amazing game from StonePlease, if Margougou can win this, the confidence it's going to bring him, I'm telling you. StonePlease does not have that long of a career. And he's playing his best strats, and it's not winning him the games. It could really affect you. Yeah, big engagement. I think that's too many knights. Could be a misread for me. I just think that's too many knights. Knights are too strong. Yeah, the units are just not strong enough. The skirmishers will have ballistics against the crossbows. And Margougou will continue on with the fight. That is a lot of crossbows. A lot of the knights died. Okay, knight gets deleted. It actually swings back. I think it's just the sheer production from StonePlease. He's lost way more units, but he makes more units. He will actually drop the second TC. Okay, but this is where I would struggle massively. Now you're in a world where you need to actually farm and play a normal game. That could get kind of difficult. He spent a lot of gold, too. Like, this gold is almost gone. I think this TC is just to protect that gold. All of his military units have been gold this game. He didn't make any skirms. I guess he made a spearman or two. But ballistics is finally coming in for the crossbows. Margougou never researched the final armor for the skirms, so the crossbows could still take decent trades. Margougou will now add scorpions. And Margougou's still 1 TC. If anyone was going to boom, I would think it would be Margougou here. But he needs to respect the army numbers. I like the mix-in of cav archers. It's just a bit more mobile, and it's stronger against the eagles than the skirmishers are. And another big fight. Another big engagement. The scorpions are here, though, with ballistics. There's no more monks behind for StonePlease. The eagles have full upgrades. Look at the micro from Margougou there with the knights, and Margougou clears it again. Now, last time I thought it was a full clear. And then suddenly StonePlease was back with more army, but I think it is close to a full clear there. If Margougou could just send a couple units to the different areas of this sandy river now, it is game over, potentially. Villagers up here will die, and the villagers down here will die. He just needs to think about that. And he might not even need to. Like, maybe you just continue to kill the army, and then you take good enough trades, and it's completely fine. I mean, game is still going decently well for him. But, yeah, he overextends a little bit. It's easy to do that. He's dropping his second town center now. He's always adding farms. He's mixing in scorpions. Bring some more knights in to save the skirms. Look back at StonePlease's base. He's on 2 farms now, so that's something. But he's now, like, buying food. StonePlease will have some big gold problems long term, I think. He's almost through 2 of his 3 golds, and his other gold is down here. I'll lose the archer range. StonePlease has killed 5 villagers this game. He's lost 0. But Margougou, 2 town centers with the healthier economy to spam. And still leaning really heavy into the siege numbers as well. Scorpions feel so nice here. Once you get to 6, your opponent has to add a mangonel. I think a siege workshop is needed for StonePlease. The other scorpions are in the back, but once Margougou advances forward, it's really tough. So far, the way I would sum up the series, insane aggression from both, but Margougou with a little bit more experience to hold against the aggression and play the economy. And nice snipe from Margougou on the monk there. Cleared out the monk with the skirmishers. Skirmishers are still chasing down the crossbows, and what's happening for StonePlease is he just cannot compete with the military anymore. The knights and the skirmishers are dominating. His eco is now... Whoosh, now he's farming. But what military does he have? And what can he make? Fully upgraded knights, skirmishers, cav archers. Amazing performance from Margougou. He's honestly playing so good. I think both players could play this good and give some platinum players problems. StonePlease, obviously the high risk, high reward approach. Crazy house wall in the back. He'll keep himself safe back there. But Margougou... I'd like to see a few villagers on stone for him, and I'd like to see some rams, actually. Taking down the barracks would be huge to just stop the production. StonePlease. Okay, he finds a gold. He's TC walling back there. All right. He's like, oh, gold. Nice. But yeah, you need... It's full knights, so you would need a lot of monks, and you'd probably need pikemen. But that's really tough to justify when your opponent has scorpions, and really tough to justify when your opponent is right in front of your face like this. It feels like he's just lost too much control. And Margougou is playing life on easy mode now with the Khmer. Another town center. And why add rams when you can just use the knights, I guess, to take down the buildings? Now StonePlease switches. He'll get a conversion. That's nice, but he'll lose the monk. And then back here, his TC is being disrupted as well. A town center will go up and can be garrisoned, but the units can now run through. And still so much pressure from Margougou. 26 knights for Margougou. Is it just me, or does this series feels like it's being played on 2 times speed? There's just been that much action, right? Like, so fast. But, yeah, it's game over. Margougou wins the second game. And Margougou just, he prepped for that strategy so freaking well. You're able to look now at the 5 rounds that the players played in group stage, watch the recorded games, get a feel for what they're going to do. We knew StonePlease was going to go for the drush. We knew he would go for the lame. Every little step had to work out perfectly there for Margougou. Like, literally everything was perfect. He brought in the boars because he knew he would be lamed. He brought in the sheep. He scouted the drush to confirm it instead of just guessing. He had the pre-walls down. He went archers initially to poke damage, but he knew it would be a heavy skirm follow-up, which is why he went for the horse collar upgrade, so his farms would give him a lot more food for the scouts. He produced the scouts at the perfect amount, reached Castle Age at the perfect time. The counterattacks were well-timed, but not excessive. And then he always matched the army numbers. It was so well played. And StonePlease is ridiculous speed there, of course, but I mean... He needed better damage. And I think so much of that was Margougou's house walling. Margougou being active in the middle. StonePlease was chasing a lot. I think StonePlease, he needs to understand in that moment when you're making that much army to just go kill Margougou. But it's the fear and it's the moment. He doesn't want to lose the vills. So he stays. But if you stay, Margougou does what he does. All right. Well, game 2. Game 3, Margougou's up 2-0. And we've got the Vikings for Margougou. And we have the Koreans for StonePlease. Earlier today, the first best of 7 to get to Platinum was a 6 set. Highly suggest watching the VOD. Every game was a banger. And honestly, every game here has been a banger as well. It's just been a more aggressive series so far. But this is where we're really going to find out about StonePlease, because the first 2 games have been full send mode. But you can't win every map with full send mode. And I think Koreans are really good with some what I say, like poking, like some harassment. But you can never just straight up win the game with any one thing, right? Koreans are really good being competitive on water. They're good with the towers on land. You could make some fire lancers. You can make some archers. There's so many different things you can do on this map. But it's where Koreans shine is essentially you're trying to slow down the Vikings. The Vikings are going to win water if the Vikings can just make longboats and have an easy life on land. So mix it up. I don't mind things like forward docks, forward towers. But that's got to be in combination with very solid economy. And then on the flip side, I think for Margougou, he needs to recognize Vikings are actually kind of fragile, even with the balance changes. I think Vikings are fragile in feudal. Not really sure what you want to do with them, because the unit you want to make isn't available in Castle Age. But then I think maybe you play Man-at-Arms here. Feels a bit weird, but get some aggression in. Transport. Use the transport ship. Okay. I'm going to give you guys a thought here. I'm going to give you an idea. And I want you to tell me on a scale of 1 to 10 how epic the idea is for it to be meta on this map. Okay? Because StonePlease is doing it. I've said it during a cast. I know he watches. I don't know if I can take credit for it. But I think there was like 1 or 2 instances where somebody saw a transport ship with a flag like this, and it was just a sheep. I think the first person who did this was Sato, and I never asked him about it. Anyways, I think it should be meta to put 1 sheep in here, and then if your opponent sees the transport with the flag, they think it's the opponent's scout or villagers. I mean, like StonePlease he's got the 1 sheep in there. Our base says, I think Margougou knows StonePlease did that in his last rounds. Did StonePlease do it in his last rounds? Anyways, I think you don't need all your sheep right now, and I think it's worth it to mind game your opponent a little bit. But if you see it in Dark Age, you're assuming a sheep. I think in early feudal, if you see it, that's where people freak out. But let's see. Okay, transport's just sitting there for now. Yeah, so now, like, in theory, if Margougou sees that at a different time, he's like, wait a second, he's gone forward Vill or something. But I don't know if Margougou saw that. Anyways, I like that. And Margougou saw it now, though, like, you're never assuming that that's going to be happening. It's more so a mid-feudal thing. Some people gave me a 10. I even got a 7. 7 out of 10. That's fine. But Margougou hasn't reacted to it. It probably didn't even freaking see it. He's gone for the back dock. We also have the back dock for StonePlease. StonePlease just pushing in his deer. StonePlease is clearly very talented. He just needs to have some patience. And it's just insane to me. That is all the starting scout, guys. He just clicks so much. Like, how is that even possible? His average APM is 140 in Dark Age. My average in a full game is like 55. Like, you can actually kind of tell when you see the scout move, it's a bunch of little clicks. Like, click, click, click. Well, now he slows down, and now the enemy scout is here. But yeah, he's extremely quick. And he does model his gameplay after that, which makes sense. He must come from StarCraft or Warcraft 3. Nah, he's mainly an AoE 2 guy from what I know. He's played AoE 2 for 10 years. He just got really good the last 2 years. He's been active since before DE. But maybe he played some other games. Yeah, there goes the sheep again. So now is when, if you're Margougou, you could look at that and think that's something. I think more so along the front, though. On the back, you're not really worried. And yet, now he goes back. I swear he's mind gaming, right? He's mind gaming. He's trying to bait him, right? No one go... Like, he's like, look at me. I'm sneaking. I'm going for a forward dock. Ooh, little flag. Has to be. Has to be. There's no way he goes back and forth that many times without trying to do that. Meanwhile, Margougou doesn't give a shit. Margougou, he probably didn't even notice. He's moving forward with militia and the scout, and he wants to attack. But yeah, Margougou seems to agree with me here. Man-at-Arms can be strong. And so I think StonePlease is maybe expecting some shenanigans. He sees feudal age. He's going fast castle himself. So he's going to go for the full walls. And these walls have to come up in time. And you can't wall to the shoreline because of the transport ship. So it's a lot of walling, but it's actually the right way to wall if you're up against this. Now the clock's going to tick here. And Margougou will see the walls. And Margougou will think... as the scout goes into the TC there, Margougou will realize he has to be going fast castle. I think from Margougou's perspective, though, I think you can just add a couple fishing ships. Oh my god, he gets trapped is what he does. Holy. That was crazy. The immediate quick walls from StonePlease. He traps Margougou's scout, and now Margougou's scout is dead. Damn. That was so fast. Here comes the transport ship with the flag again. The sheep transport. And Margougou transports himself. And Margougou will go for an archer range. Yeah, but like, fast feudal with Vikings is fine. You get wheelbarrow for free, which is helpful. Repairs happening there from StonePlease. StonePlease will be in feudal, so he'll see this. He has his own barracks to add his own archer range. So there goes the range. He should probably attack the walls to make Margougou think twice about this. Maybe you get lucky. Yep. Make Margougou work for it. Repairs the house. Ranges up will be at around the same time. We have docks on the back. And we have Hulk in production for StonePlease, but we have no Hulks for Margougou yet. So Margougou just added some fish. He's chilling. You can always re-win water later on or retake water later on with the longboats. So I think it's really good logic from Margougou as far as the strategy goes. He couldn't attack the villager because the villager was walled in with the scout. And the villager continues to be walled in nicely by Margougou. So he just has to match the archer numbers, hold against this pressure. Sniping the archer there is very nice. His micro's been so good so far, StonePlease. Even micros back the scout there. And Margougou will go... Well, he's thinking about the transport ship. But it's what a player does behind the attack that's the key. And Margougou is adding fish. He'll be up to 11 fishing ships. He'll go to the berries. Honestly, as I said at the start of the cast, Margougou's not that super long-time pro. He's not, late 30s with all these tournament wins under his belt. But he is clearly playing like the more experienced AoE 2 pro here. Like, you see favorites do what he's doing behind this, right? Just fish boom, because you've got some time. And the initial attack doesn't have to win the game. Just gotta keep you in the game. It's just gotta be relaxed. Okay, StonePlease needs to transport his archers right now. Where's the transport? Yeah. That's actually a good move. Your walls... I can't wait to see that he's going to eject the sheep, and I want to know what he does with it. But yeah, this is perfect, actually. Because your opponent's not playing water. Here's the Hulk to pressure Margougou's fish. Here he goes for a counterattack. And it almost feels like Margougou should know this, too. This isn't the new map. Margougou should realize, okay, I'm not protected. He can counterattack me. He is protected. Here come the archers, but the movement needs to happen fast here for StonePlease. And he gets to the shoreline. The archers don't attack the house right away, which is key. And he goes the wrong way. And he lets the goat free finally. Yeah, if he went this way, he actually could have gone in. But he didn't know. He still has some more work to do. He is on the way to Castle Age now. And the archers are at least over there. Margougou still hasn't clicked up to Castle Age. Still isn't completely walled. Has 12 fishing ships. He did defend over here against the one Hulk. Didn't lose any fish. And then StonePlease also found the forward dock from Margougou, which I've just noticed. But StonePlease defends from the range units behind the wood line. StonePlease still house walling. And StonePlease has the archers here, but Margougou noticed it. And Margougou can now go for a long line of house walls there. Yeah, Margougou might need a defensive archer range at some point. I'm a bit worried for Margougou because he still hasn't clicked up to Castle Age. Also, StonePlease is going to send his fishing ships to the front right now. And he's idling the berries, which is really nice. 4-1 KD. I mean, stating the obvious here, but StonePlease needs this game. Right? Like, you're not going to win. He put the goat inside the transport again. You're not going to win 4 games in a row against Margougou in this shape. I would leave that goat there and never touch it again, but he's fast, so he just focuses on it. Wonder what this villager will do. Wonder why she's out here. Also wonder what the ship of choice is going to be for StonePlease. Technically, turtle ships could be an option, and oh, yeah, baby. Let's go. Let's go. We got more turtles. It's going to be turtles for StonePlease. All right. One's in chat if you weren't here earlier today for this map. We have a very important discussion. I happen to know there was a dev in chat when I called this out earlier. I'm hoping they thought it was funny instead of disappointing, but... All right, so these turtles, right? Where are they? Here it is. The oars move now, so they actually row the boat. But I feel like it rows the wrong direction, and I need your input. So first, ooh and ah. But what on earth is that rowing, dude? Like, how are they going forward? That is the worst rowing I've ever seen. I think it should be rowing. They should be sending the boat the other direction. So, yeah, I mean, we got the new and improved turtle ships. They can row the boat the wrong way now. Right? It's literally rowing backwards. Anyways, we do have the turtles out, so that's exciting. It's correct. Just wait, just wait, just wait. Here, we got another one. No, it's like they're like pushing the water backwards. Like it never swings forward. Either way, it's some subpar rowing technique. I can't tell. It does depend on the angles, too. Of what direction the ship is going. Maybe it is fine. It's definitely funky. We can agree it's funky. All right, that's fine. Crossbows are behind the wood line. Players are not paying attention to the rowing of the boats. I probably shouldn't either. Crossbows from StonePlease will be transported over again. And StonePlease is doing a pretty nice job. I think what I'd like to see from him, though, is a second town center. I feel like he's got a lot of resources to spend right now, and a second town center would make a lot of sense. Margougou's already on the second town center, and Margougou's starting to pump out the villagers, but Margougou so far doesn't have an answer to these turtles. Yeah, thank you, Optimus Terrorize. I know how to row a boat, okay? I'm just saying... It doesn't seem like a very efficient technique from the turtles. But it is cool it moves, so I like that. Turtle ships are moving around. And so far, Margougou hasn't had an immediate answer to this. He is going to go fires, though. In the past, fires were actually an okay option, and I think after the recent changes, they should be even better. I think fires should be perfect against the turtles now. Yeah, that's a lot of fire ships, and the turtles are going to fall. Look how satisfying it is. Look, 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 look. Watch, watch, watch. Oh, man, that's so satisfying. Oh, God, crossbows are in, though. Crossbows are in, and Margougou's pushed completely off of that gold. I'm not sure what happened, if he overchopped or just was paying too much attention to water. This is complete chaos. Margougou did save his fishing ships. He does still have the multiple town centers. He will drop the third TC here, but even that could be denied if StonePlease continues to move. Still one TC for StonePlease. He is ahead in eco. Game is very close, though. But I like the control he has through the military, right? He's taken some good engagements. It's just the economy that you worry about now, and now he goes for the second TC. Yeah, I might have gotten a little too distracted by the turtles here. Yeah, so it feels like if you have a 3-to-1 ratio of fires versus the turtles, you can beat the turtles. And then what do you make to beat the fires if you're StonePlease? It would be Hulks, I guess. But the turtle ships are not the cheapest unit ever. They're also not the fastest unit ever. I don't know. I'm seeing the same exact... I know that everything we're seeing in the game, like the score and everything, tells me that StonePlease is ahead. But I'm seeing the exact same theme of Margougou realizing, all right, well, okay, it's going to go late. He had the better start. I'm going to make the decisions I need to be better off long term. And for that, that's just a lot of economy and defending on land. And this game will go imp. And when it goes imp, you need to make the proper decisions. Typically, tower rushing with the Koreans could be really good in these moments. Probably too late now because you lost your crossbow control. And you need to have consistent navy, and it is just going to be turtle spam from StonePlease. Is turtle only the way here? I guess is the question. A crossbow underneath the TC. What's up, bro? Margougou? Margougou? Margougou. Oh, StonePlease is sneaking through. He would drop the TC. Crossbow will camp there. That's a really nice spot for the crossbow to find. Margougou doesn't see it. Margougou does have crossbows down here. Still doesn't see... Okay, he sees that guy down. We'll kill it. And, man, there's just a lot. There's a lot to take in right now. Look at the eco count, though. Pretty incredible. They both have a lot of fishing ships. Turtle ships seem to be doing better than I expected. Wow, and clinker construction also applies to them? So they get faster. Whoa. That's kind of cool. You didn't have a way to make the turtles faster before. At least I'm assuming that applies to turtle ships. So you could get 2 different speed upgrades for the turtles now. I mean, guys, what I expected was that StonePlease would lose water. He's not really losing water. Oh, they're rowing so much faster. Whoa. It still looks like they're rowing the wrong way, dude. It really does. But whatever. I'm going to stop staring at it now. Margougou's got some work to do on land here. I think he needs to pressure this way. Sometimes it's just about holding this direction. Guys, okay, look at this. Look. I don't know, man. It must just be the way they're entering the water that's the problem for me. We can all agree that you should really have the ore like more directly into the water instead of facing up, okay? But if we slow-mo, I feel like it's going like this direction, like this, which shouldn't propel it forward. This would propel it forward, not this. I don't know. I can't tell. I gotta stop looking at it. Just stop talking about it, please. I'm so sorry. A rocket cart went down over here. It's really not important. Turtles are still being spammed from StonePlease, who still has a super healthy fish eco. I really think the key for Koreans is the tower rush. He agrees. He's going with the Vils to pressure here. That's a lovely position to start a tower rush. But he's got crossbows to deal with over here. Margougou took down... He took down another rocket cart. That's 2 rocket carts that went down over the last few minutes. Someone says, T90, have you noticed that villagers walk wrong? Okay, nice try. Nice try. I'm not falling for that one. But hold up. No, I'm not falling for it. Crossbows and mangonels will continue from Margougou to pressure from the left side. But does he see this? If this becomes 2 Korean guard towers, Margougou can have some massive struggles. There's still so many turtles to pay attention to on the sides. There's still this to pay attention to as well, and I think Margougou is busy at home. Margougou's getting his crossbows flattened because he definitely sees the tower rush from StonePlease. This is what I'm talking about. You need to dominate water, which he's actually doing with the turtles, and then you need to also dominate the land, and StonePlease is going to do both. Beautiful job. Again, with all the balance changes, I really have never seen this many turtles in one game. So I wasn't sure what to expect. The previous game, the player made a couple and then switched out of them. But here, it seems like it's a good enough unit to be your main navy. But this is where Margougou will have big problems. His stone and his gold is denied. I'd also love to see a siege workshop from StonePlease. I think if you're getting siege pushed, you should never be broken here. If you're StonePlease, you just drop a tower or 2 and you're fine. You still have a lot more of the map to work with. You can just ignore this. Imp, of course, would be great for both. Imp, you can get superior navies. And Margougou has tried before. He's going to try again to convert a turtle ship. Let's see if he can do it. StonePlease sees it. Of course he does. StonePlease has had great micro. Here he's taking good trades. Here the towers will continue. Here he's defending with the rocket cart. This rocket cart got 4 kills! Dude, the multitasking has been insane. It took down the siege from Margougou. Margougou cannot keep up with it. I can't keep up with it. I think I picked the wrong player matchup to start zooming in on turtles and still expecting to show everything else. But StonePlease, what a recovery. Finally, his multitasking and his micro and his aggression's paying off. Okay, are we still live? I think we're still live. Okay, we're good. My power flicked off. I have a backup battery, but I panicked because my lights went off for half a second, and I thought my PCs did too. Sorry, what was I talking about? I forget what oh, yeah. StonePlease needs the patience here. This is where he should probably win the game with some patience and imp. If he can continue the water dominance, get to the Imperial Age, keep these towers up, he's in a good spot. But if you lack the experience, if you try and do too much instead of just deep breaths and going to Imperial Age, you could have issues. Margougou heisting that relic right now, but Margougou still having some pressure here to deal with. Margougou still has some pressure here to deal with. Thank you for the primes. I know I've missed some shoutouts for the primers. Thanks for the resubs, everybody. And best of 7 to make it to Platinum League. We'll see if Margougou can make it back, or if StonePlease can make it for the first time. I just want to see what the upgraded ships do for Margougou and Imp. Is that enough to deal with the turtles? I mean, man, these turtle ships seem... They're certainly strong for the pop. Still feel like lack of mobility could be an issue. Oh, God. Oh, God. StonePlease is going for a castle here? This is not what the Platinum players would do. Platinum players would place a defensive castle and play towards Imp. Be happy that the towers already deny these resources and place the castle elsewhere. I don't know about that. It actually is good for him. He sees Margougou's and Imp, so he cancels it. It could have been worse, but he was bringing villagers forward for that. Yeah, I'm surprised that Margougou isn't making longboats. I was expecting him to go for longboats this game. We haven't seen a single one. Here goes another tower from StonePlease. That's good. I mean, it'll be hard work for Margougou to take some of this down. StonePlease is going to go Hulks now, which is good against fires, which there is an argument he could have gone for the whole game. And he will do that now. Defensive castle starting to come up. I'd like to see relics for StonePlease and towers in the middle. And if you just hold this area and just play water now, eventually Margougou is starved of resources. That should be the approach here. It's not fast fire at all for Margougou. He doesn't get fast fire. Ah, his Civ doesn't get fast fire. Okay. Vikings never had fire ships before, so it's still new to me. So yeah, Margougou shouldn't be making fires then if his Civ doesn't get fast fire. That's really bad. Elite turtle ship and heavy warships for StonePlease? Maybe when you upgrade Elite Turtle, they row the right direction. I don't know. But I don't think Margougou has any chance on water. There should be no way. The ship he's making doesn't get a better version. And, I mean, Elite Turtle's going to upgrade a ship that's already been pretty strong in Castle Age. We'll see, though. Margougou can make Hulks. So this is the upgraded Hulk. It just changes the name to Carrick. This unit is one of the most underrated midfielders in the Premier League of all time. Only first name's Michael instead of Viking Carrick. Upgraded turtles. Upgraded turtles. Nice little gold bling bling there. Little flex. And, I mean, they're wrecking the fires. Margougou's still hanging in. But Margougou needs some land chaos, and he hops into a transport ship. Looks like he's making a play to the middle, but this is extremely dangerous. There are 15 villagers in there that do not know how to swim. Ah! Run! Oh, God. Okay, well, it's a one-way trip. That's why it was so cheap. Got that on discount. And best of luck. Okay, there's bears. There's a... Oh, God. Bears haven't eaten in weeks. It's an absolute feast. Villagers will go down. They're surrounded by turtle ships. What is this nightmare? Yay, we're safe now. Hey, okay, mining camp. There's enough room for a mining camp. This is like, you know, you get stranded at sea and you're just floating on your boat as it's barely afloat, and there's sharks hovering around you. Except it's turtles this time. Oh, man. Okay, finally we start to see Margougou make longboats. I think he really has not known what to do here. Which is fair, because the elite turtle ships are really strong. But he needs to mass up. He needs his upgrades. He still would need the elite upgrade. He did regain some space here, which is good. So he can take this gold. I really think from StonePlease's perspective, this should never, ever, ever be allowed to happen. You should have cannon galleons here. You should come and build your own towers. Like, you cannot give that land up. And he's still just going full turtles. Margougou still has stone. He still has gold. This is the gold that he has. But honestly, he can barely even take that because the towers are here. But again, Yupsion could come in to add to the watchtower range. There are things that StonePlease can do to expand his position. But he's still got such a nice position. A healthy Vil lead, healthy military. And Margougou's fighting with longboats that are not elite yet. He doesn't have Boggs Vigar either. Like, Margougou just has had no answers. The StonePlease defended well in feudal. It almost went the opposite of how I expected. I would have thought that Margougou would go heavy into the unique units. But finally, with 51 turtles, StonePlease wins the game. What a game from StonePlease. Gets a win. Yeah, it's wild. But like the first two games, honestly, there were so many positives for StonePlease. Game one was 50-50, man. One tiny change, and then he's currently ahead in the series. I think he could turn this around. Both sets today have been incredibly close. Like every game back and forth, maybe a slight lead for one player, but nothing significant. The level is so high here. For Margougou, I think it was just confusion on water, to be honest with you. Like, what boats did he make? He made 77 fires when his Civ doesn't get fast fire. He made 21 longboats. I don't know if longboats necessarily work against that many turtles, but I could tell you, making 77 fires with a Civ that doesn't get imp upgraded fires is probably not the play. And so that just means a good choice from StonePlease as far as the home maps, right? Like, he picked a map that maybe he is prepped for and his opponent is not. And, well, he played it very well. GG. Again, you want to take a look at the APM. I don't know how he does it, but that's actually a pretty slow game for StonePlease there. Just ridiculously fast player. So, welcome in, guys. We've got game number 4. The first home map for StonePlease was Mongols. Now, here's the thing. There was a clip, it's on my YouTube channel, of a player who went absolutely bonkers on this map for the Boars. And it was StonePlease. So he has picked Mongols to Civ with the fastest hunt. He has come out with a villager already. You always have the first Rhino, but I think he wants more. And I think that Margougou, if he's done his homework, should also recognize that he is going to do it. Let's see what happens. This is not your typical arena map. Margougou will go for his 1 Rhino. StonePlease is sending a villager without loom, looking for more. So far, he's missed it. There's also a crocodile, but if he continues on... Oh my god, the game is... Okay, he sees 1. So does he want 2? My take has been that this is too risky. But StonePlease brought in like 6-1 game without loom. He sees a lot of them. There's no way, man. This is not worth it. This is not worth the risk, surely. This is Margougou's perspective. Margougou's like, what? He's Mongols? He didn't take his rhino? That's super weird. And now he's just waiting. Okay, we got 2. He's oh, God, but now he... All right, he needs the food right now. Okay, so Margougou's fog of war. Margougou's, like, really confused. He's wondering what's happening. He's checking the rhino. There's nothing there. And then suddenly, in the darkness... 2 elephants appear. And Margougou's like, crap! Crap! Okay, so, but Loom is in. Loom is in. So he wasn't foolish enough to do it without Loom. But now Margougou goes to block it. And now StonePlease attacks again. The 1 elephant's going back. And the scout is very weak for Margougou. Honestly, you can still get 2. Oh, the elephant stopped as well. Get the other elephant. Yeah, you can still get 2. And Margougou can't come back again because Margougou's scout is weak. So, block with the water buffalo. Like a beast. Nice. And well played, StonePlease. Well played. Not bad. Not bad at all. I was ready to be so critical of him. You guys could probably tell I was warming up to be like, why do people take the risk? I've been saying for months. You know, I was so ready for that, but... He now has a rhino and an elephant underneath his TC with Mongols. So he gets you 40% faster. He then gets the 2 boars in his base plus the water buffalo. And, most importantly, the opponent has a weak scout and can't block again. So Margougou has to give up and he can go back for more. So maybe that's part of it. Maybe you want the opponent to come block, and if you defend from it like a champ, then you can get the rest of them. And he sees 3 more. He even sees this rhino. How greedy do you get? If I know StonePlease, he's going to want more. Again, 3 is fine. Like, 3 is so good. You don't need to go get 4. But here we go. We got 1. A little bit of blocking. 2. Little bit of blocking. All right, walk past that one. You're missing 1 here. But 3? Okay. Is he going to the left to get 1 more? Oh, my God. Oh, my freaking God, dude. All right, well, here we go. Blocking away, making it look easy. We're going to go 4 elephants. All right, can we block them all now? Can we block them all? Oh, God, there's a crocodile over in this direction. Oh, hey, look, there's another rhino. Might as well. Let's just get 5 while we're at it. Oh, crocodile over to the right side. Oh, crap. Now we have to block a crocodile as well? I think the croc movement speed, though, it's slower than the elephant, so it it will stay behind the rest of the group. It won't actually hurt you here. And you can't eat it, unfortunately. Okay, final obstacle is the gate. You have to hold the gate open. Oh, and the rhino did it for you, and all the animals file in. Wow. Well, here we go. And luckily, they made a change now. You can just kill them all with the TC and still eat the food. So there shouldn't be any big issues here. Because you can kill them with the town center, you can just bam, 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 and take all the food. No disadvantages whatsoever. It's done. Noah has nothing on this guy. Noah could only do it 2 by 2. And he went, what, 5 to 1? I don't even know. That was crazy. Well played. Well played. Also, I may or may not have stolen that quote from chat, but you know, thank you, first time chatter, for the idea. All right. So, how much food do we even have here? We've got 4 elephants with 1,500 food left. We've got 2 dead buffalo with some food left. You got 2 buffalo here, 300 food left. You got the boars. I mean, he's basically got over 2K food. What do you do with it? Like, now what? That you pick Mongols for that bonus, but Mongols then become really good in the super, super, super late stages of a game. And I know people want to say go fast imp, but even that many elephants or rhinos is not enough. I kind of feel bad. Like, look at all the elephants just lie there dead, and they're just rotting as well. I kind of feel bad for them. Never felt bad for elephants before, but now it just looks kind of depressing. Just think about it. Congrats, StonePlease, I guess, but Maybe you just go scouts. Like, maybe you go scouts and boom. And expect some big pressure from Margougou. Margougou's on stone. Bohemians are a great civ for this map. What was wild was Margougou chose to go to this map. Sorry, StonePlease chose to go to this map. Wait, no. Margougou did. He lost the previous game. So I think he saw Bohemians and thought Bohemians is a better civ than anything he has. Margougou is going fast castle, and Margougou is... He's getting loom. Which means this game will be even crazier. Because Margougou is definitely going castle drop. I think if you go castle drop, as StonePlease clicks up, you probably want to castle the side with the stone and the golds. Initially, people were castle dropping here because it's very easy to walk forward and pressure. But long-term, blocking off the stone and the gold is really valuable. And actually, if he castles from this side, it also denies some of that stone and gold. But Margougou doesn't know any of that, obviously. Chomsky says, why take berries with so much meat? Hasn't your mom told you... What's the saying? A couple berries a day keeps the doctor away or something like that? There's nothing wrong with having some berries every now and then. It's important to have a balanced diet, okay? But for now, is moving over to zebras. Yeah, you don't get the full food because it was killed. Realistically, what you could have done is once the gates closed, you can just kill one at a time, and then they would all hover here and get stuck. But one time somebody did that, and then the one elephant came over here, and it got stuck, and the guy never saw it behind the walls. Which was so funny. It was so funny. Because it wanted to wander back where it came from, and that was as close as it could get, and it was just peering through the gap, like, yearning for home. I think he eventually did end up finding it way later in the game, but... Okay, Margougou attacks the wall, which would alert StonePlease, and StonePlease is like, why are you attacking my wall? I have a stronger scout, and there's the castle from Margougou. I'm not in love with this castle spot. I am in love with dropping a castle and pressuring. But let's see how StonePlease ends up defending from this. StonePlease sees it. We'll go for a second town center. We'll build a siege workshop. It's going to be Hussite wagons from Margougou. And one mangonel can shut that down. The problem is the monks. I wonder if Margougou placed this castle here because he wants to take this stone and gold. There could actually be some logic to the castle spot then. Because if you castle here, then you're stuck between the stones and golds, which side you want to go. I think Margougou should always recognize that his opponent is going to go for mangonel defense, and you should never make anything more than one Hussite wagon. Yeah, that explains the castle spot. Margougou wants the stone and gold. Yeah. But no, I think play, like, the second you see it, full monks. A StonePlease looking around. StonePlease... He doesn't have... he does have another boar in there, but he can't really think about hunt in the same way now. And StonePlease actually sees the villagers there from Margougou. Mangonel sees the Hussite wagon, and Margougou cancels the next one. So he had two, and he canceled the next one. Yeah, you just go... Your game plan now is you go Redemption Monks really quickly. StonePlease is pretty heavy on stone, which is the first time you say that with him this series, so that's kind of fun. For someone named StonePlease, he has not really mined that much stone. Love how active he's been with the scout. There's a chance that Margougou could always go for relics or something, but I also love that from Margougou. He healed up that weak scout. StonePlease probably didn't realize that right away. StonePlease feels like he can win the fight. It's actually the same amount of hits. It's 3 hits for both. Ooh, but the scout gets sniped by the Hussite wagons. Well played. Yeah, and now Redemption is coming in. So Bohemians get both gold mining upgrades for free. It's instant. And there's a lot of gold being mined. And it's double monastery for Margougou. Siege defense will not work for StonePlease anymore. And he wants his own castle, probably before this pressure starts to come in. Things could start to get really nerve-wracking for him. Where does he even place the castle? Probably right there. All right. Redemption's in, though. You have to delete your mangonel, and oh, God, this push is so strong. There's nothing else you could really do. He had to delete his Mangonel. He had to make the first Mangonel. Margougou's played it perfectly. The scout as well from Margougou was helping. That's 2 villagers dead. Margougou's doing it for the elephants right now. Margougou, the animal activist, says, how dare you? And, okay, 4 villagers killed. I mean, could have been worse. But that was also a lot of idle time and inefficiency for StonePlease's eco. Like and StonePlease loses the Mangonel there. And Margougou, looking pretty good. He's on farms, right? So he's got farms. And Margougou also has the scout to be able to look out here eventually. But he can't go that direction. He sees that gold, though, so he wants to maybe pressure over to the left side. We'll add a Mangonel and start to attack the walls. There's not a lot StonePlease can do against monks right now. But Mangudai may be one of the best units you can get to as the Mongols. Just feels like his economy is so very weak right now. Look at the 6 different clicks he just did with those villagers. Indecisiveness on where to go, what to do. And look at his eco balance. 6 on wood. Very few farms. Margougou is through with the monks. But I think he picked Mongols for the hunt. He picked Mongols for the elephants. And even with that many elephants, there's still some big question marks right now on what you do. Margougou is playing super solid here. Second TC on the outside. And Margougou now starts to convert the market. Oh, man. I mean, you don't have to delete your market. You can give him the market. But you need the market for this economy setup to balance out your resources. Monks have 9 range, guys. Monks will convert the Mangudai if a good player's controlling them. And yeah, Margougou takes his market. Another castle for StonePlease. It places a castle behind. But I just don't know about that castle. Like, does that castle change the game state where you're behind? It doesn't. A forward castle on Margougou's face changes the game state. In theory, this castle gives you more Mangudai, I guess. But Margougou can still pressure this town center and still sit back here. StonePlease has more castles than villagers working on gold right now. His eco has been so inefficient. All because of this push from Margougou. And he doesn't have the food to even get fletching. This is a horrible spot for StonePlease to be in. Margougou's booming. Worker efficiency last minute stat. 46% for StonePlease. 69% for Margougou. Overall, 6% greater efficiency for Margougou. Worker lead for Margougou. Town center lead for Margougou. And, well, I guess it's not a town center lead because StonePlease has this. But yeah, we'll just see how the Mangudai perform. No fletching. They do have a bonus against siege. The monks do have 9 range. You gotta at least save for fletching. If you can get fletching and full clear this, it changes the game. I'm worried for the Mangudai, though. I've seen this matchup enough. I feel like the Hussite wagons are pretty damn good unit here. Dunner's Bear. The best response to this strategy that Margougou's doing, it's simply not one that... I think the best response is full Mangudai, but it's not one that's easy with the Mongol tech tree. There are other civs that have more competitive monks and some bonuses of flexibility. But it's honestly like an unkillable comp until you get to a critical mass of Mangudai. So that's what he's hoping for. Because if you go Light Cav, the Light Cav died to the Hussites. If you go Siege, it gets converted by the monks. It's a really difficult comp to engage into on low economy. But the longer the game goes, the harder this gets to control for Margougou in theory. And hold up, guys. StonePlease is getting Bodkin, and he's been patient. I think this area is the key. I think this whole gold and stone area becomes so important. Even for Margougou, he's going to run out of gold. Oh, man, he did just convert a Mangudai there. Looks like a Mangonel went into the castle fire, or maybe StonePlease hopped out and sniped it with one of the Mangudais. But yeah, StonePlease, he does kind of have this army trapped. It's a really tough army to face. But yeah, Margougou's gold situation is looking pretty brutal right now. And StonePlease will build TCs up here, so it's pretty good. Oh, Devotion is also really nice. There's only 5 wagons. Margougou's sitting here like he can't do any more damage, which feels extremely uncomfortable. Oh, man. What a game. StonePlease did a really good job over the last few moments fixing his farming eco. I love this town center. I'd like to see more villagers building it. I'd like to also see outposts. I think you have to know Margougou will go to this gold. This is typically what the map is dominated by. But Margougou's farming eco has also been incredible, and I can't look away from the fights. Oh, man. Okay. Man, Mang and I are quick. Margougou loses 1 monk. Yeah, you just need to do that 18 more times without falling behind more in villagers. That's it, StonePlease. Easy. Here he goes. In for a monk. In for a monk. Doesn't have ballistics. Margougou should camp, in my opinion. When your opponent invests into bodkin like this, you can camp. Something you can actually do if you're StonePlease. It sounds stupid, but just garrison your Mangadai. And then that castle's already taken some damage, but that's only if you have the resources to go imp can you wait. It feels like he wants to be aggressive. And he really waited to a big, massive Mangadai. Guys, there will be a moment in this game where Margougou takes a risk, and he will place a TC or a castle over here. And that is the moment in the game that I think decides it. StonePlease has access to golden stone. He has 3 relics. Should shift his focus from denying these areas from Margougou. He's down 30 villagers. But he is starting to come this direction. And Margougou can't really push him right now. Mangadai looking around. Margougou's military's pulling back. And yeah, Margougou just wanted to take that gold. And now, oh, dude, he's going to lose all of his farms. Your units won't focus fire down farms, guys. That's manual from the player. But if you get an opportunity to focus down their farms, even if you have to leave this area, when they go back to work, their farmers will have nothing to work on. It's actually pretty huge. StonePlease is imping? What? He's down 30 vills and he's imping. That's incredible. And Margougou bringing all of his wagons and his monks and his mangonels home. I really thought that Margougou would just go imp and that the Mangadai would never get to the big enough mass, and the list goes on. But StonePlease, my God. Just need to keep your army alive. Margougou's bringing his slow army home. There are the wagons. StonePlease, he doesn't have a very big economy to reproduce units here, but he can reposition to the hill. Oh, God, there goes Margougou. Dude, an outpost. For the love of God, an outpost. Use some of your APM, brother. Your speed and build an outpost, please. He needs to see that. Oh! Well, he didn't see it. He sensed the army was coming. He doesn't have a lot of vills building, but can he delay Margougou's? Margougou's is at 30%. I think StonePlease has to fight this. You can't let your castle get denied. You have to fight this. I don't know if you can. Oh, God. Everyone's here. All the vills are here. The siege is here. Margougou's castle will go up. StonePlease, I'm not sure. He will be an imp, though. He will be an imp. The micro needs to be there. What does he kill? Does he kill the siege? Oh, he killed the mangonels and micro the villagers back. That could have been way worse for StonePlease. Castle will complete. And castle will complete. It's a castle off. But Margougou isn't on the way to imp. Okay, so look at StonePlease, though. He doesn't have a lot of golds. So it's very unlikely that he can make that many trebs. Down here is way less important now. But it's safe. He actually has 2 castles here, so I guess... I mean, the castle fire is taking down all of Margougou's wagons. Margougou can't go for rams because there's Mangadai. I think... Like, what does Margougou make after he loses castles and his wagons, guys? He's still 3 minutes away from imp. I think the Mangadai can probably be the game changers here. I didn't hate petards there. Also, StonePlease has the hill, so he could back up. That castle for Margougou will definitely fall. I think we're about to have a 2-2 here. I'm so impressed. I really thought that being down 30 villagers would be the game changer. I didn't think he would ever make it to Imp. I thought that Margougou's economy and military control was like really solid. And it's just StonePlease is just the real deal, man. He's super talented. He's still down 60 vills, but he has 18 Mangadai. That could eventually get some imp upgrades. And yeah, Margougou's castles will start to fall. If StonePlease pushes this position, this is where Margougou's tech switch is happening. So if he's here, it might not even be that realistic that Margougou makes the units he wants. I think StonePlease does really need to get Bracer and Ballistics, but Mangadai are really expensive. But yeah, he'll start to treb down the siege workshops too. I would say forget about this whole area if you're StonePlease. It doesn't matter now. It's all about this. Go full send mode, dude. Camp the archer ranges with your army. Camp the ranges right now. And I think all the army dies, and Margougou can't build. He has no space. I think Margougou really should build in his base back here, but he does have some ranges here in the back. I mean, Bracer's in. StonePlease was respecting the monks, but no better time to go for the monks now. Oh, it's the perfect timing. Oh, it's so good. He loses 1 or 2 units. He's killing a lot of the skirms, a lot of the villagers on the production buildings. His trebs will move forward now to pressure the buildings as well, and it's an absolute feast for StonePlease. Oh my goodness. And 3 castles to produce Mangadai too. This is Margougou's farming eco. He does have some space down here to expand into, but Margougou can't take golds. Margougou can make skirms though. And a lot of skirms are already here. And they will have imp upgrades. And the Mangadai don't have bloodlines. The Mangadai don't have any support units. The vill count is still pretty ridiculous. And these Mangadai are going to start to look a bit fragile now. Margougou, I think, senses it. He'll bring vills after the trebs, which seems ridiculous. But his skirm upgrades are good enough to kill Mangadai. And if the trebs are out of the picture then too, what do you even do? I don't know, guys. I think StonePlease needs a forward castle or something. He needs mangonels. He doesn't have the economy to make a switch into light cav. That's not doable. He might have hit a wall with the lack of eco. Margougou is pushing this back. Margougou will have more skirms on the field than Mangadai. And the upgrades can still be improved as well. Guys, Hussar is not achievable with this economy. The economy's so weak. You can make 2 light cav before you even get an armor upgrade. Like, it's pretty much... Your low eco option would be a mangonel or 2. But there's the stable. I think, if anything, it's for bloodlines. He's hoping for hill bonus and damage output being enough. And the micro. Of course, the micro. You're dodging the shots. Man, I would have... I think StonePlease was a little hesitant to attack when Margougou was building up some of these buildings, right? Like, it was so low military. I think that was the opportunity for StonePlease to pressure there. Micro is pretty insane, to be honest. Mangadai have chemistry now. And, Margougou... Ooh, also, fun fact, Margougou needs the final armor upgrade on the skirms, and he's losing his blacksmith. Damn. Margougou also running out of woodline in his base. 18 Mangadai, only 10 skirms. The Mangadai are doing it. And Bloodlines is on the way. Margougou won't have golds. They have compromised food eco. StonePlease has 2 TCs. In theory, adding a 3rd now and trying to recover with vills makes sense, but also you're just in this kill state of mind. You just got to push. What arena players will do here is they'll bring vills, they'll buy stone, they'll build a castle next to where your army is, and that way it really controls the position. I think that's what StonePlease would need to try. I mean... subs, can we please spam the nerd emote right now? Like... This is ridiculous, dude. I mean, without this, he maybe loses. And it's really annoying for someone in Margougou's position because you're not able to focus on it as much. But, like, My God, the micro on these Mangadai is unreal. But seriously, though, the core strategy, the core positional stuff, like the eco, that still needs focus here. And this game is not over. Margougou is 20 skirms in queue, and Mangadai shouldn't work anymore. Not as well as they have been. Oh, unless you get to elite. Holy. Okay, cancels all Vil production, balances things out with the market, backs up, and he will wait for elite. Ooh. Also has Mangadai here, which can get a raid, which Margougou might not notice. Okay, elite Mangadai's... He should have the resources now. Elite Mangadai's pretty insane. Margougou notices the raid. Margougou converted a Mangadai somewhere, and elite Mangadai. Whoof. At the same time, armor's coming in from Margougou. So they'll both gain a lot of confidence for the fight at the exact same time because of these upgrades. Guys, I think Margougou's economy is still so good. He's got Vils everywhere. He's continued to pump them out. And here we go. Yeah, elite Mangadai's in, but it's against the full armor now. Margougou is 31 skirms. Margougou's doing it. And yeah, you can dance, but like you're dancing till you die here. That's not a fight you can take anymore. Okay, now you have the tech switch. Now you have the tech switch. You have no choice. Your eco is better than it was before. You're not at 70 Vils. You're floating some food. Now the Mongol player has to go consider the light kev upgrade. You could maybe snag the first armor upgrade. It also could have maybe tried Onager with drill instead of elite Mangadai. It's so brutal. Credit to Margougou though, because he's been so consistent throughout this game, and I thought the opening was great. Clearly the imp timing made a difference here, but he is at 142 villagers. StonePlease just cannot kill him. He can dance, he can micro, but Margougou can always replace these units. I think Margougou's gaining confidence as well. Also, Margougou finding these additional golds and stones around the map too, like this town center as well. All that's really nice. He also had some skirms raiding here, which we missed. Mangadai are going to go raid that he converted. The tiny details have been there for Margougou. What is StonePlease saving for with these resources? Onager? Maybe? I think it's just Vils for now. Just Vils. The Trebuchet from StonePlease will start to attack the walls, which could mean some pressure into Margougou's base. Margougou's skirms are definitely the unit that he's confident in at the moment. He's moving the skirms through into the eco. Actually, moving into the back could be really nice. But StonePlease just repositions into the castle. Margougou. That hurts. I think here he wants a bombard cannon. Sorry, there's a lot to look at. StonePlease is coming here for gold, which feels a bit odd. But I guess he is running out of gold that he can even take because he never castled the middle. And StonePlease is trebbing down the siege workshops from Margougou over here. But Margougou is on this golden stone. Castle in the back of the base for StonePlease because Margougou is spamming random halbs and skirmishers into his eco and disrupting him. I don't think that's where he wants a castle right now. I think the castle still needs to be focused more so in the center hill. But I think he doesn't want to micro anywhere else. And a castle protects the area. Margougou goes for a castle. Margougou has to bail on the castle. And it's also kind of tricky here because if you go bombard cannons in Margougou's position, Mongols have bonus damage against siege. I'm going back and forth. I keep thinking Mangadai are not going to work, and then I think the skirms aren't going to work, and then I think the Mangadai are not going to work. The game can't make up its mind. It's that close. But yeah, one bombard cannon, and you peel off a couple Mangadai, and then see ya. Like, bombard cannons can't push Mongols. Ooh, but StonePlease misclicked it. He's busy. There's skirmishers, or sorry, halbs there. There's other things to look at. There's blinking all over the screen. There's mangonels. There's trebs. Bombard cannon got sniped. If you get to 60 Mangadai, maybe you don't need anything else. But also, it's the same for Margougou. If he gets to, like, 60 skirms, you're feeling pretty good about things. Vil count is much closer. Margougou will castle out here now to protect that area because he can't really castle over here. What a game. Who wins? Husbandry's already in, so he has the movement speed for the Mangudai. It is literally the main thing for StonePlease is will he ever tech switch? But he's yet to be up on... I know it looks like he has a lot of food, but he only has 15 on food. Okay, this is a key castle. This is what he's lacked. He hasn't had castles with his fight. And those defensive castles are kind of a small win for Margougou. Like, this castle could have been here. But that's going up, man. That's going up, and that castle's staying up for a long time. Gold shaft mining and heavy plow for StonePlease, so he is balancing out, at least with his upgrades. And Margougou's bombard cannon and skirmishers pushing up the hill. But I think once the castle completes... Look at StonePlease even repair the Treb. Once the castle completes, he can just march right down the hill. And, oh, dude, the Treb actually hit the bombard cannon. Mangudai are insane! Mangudai are insane! Is Margougou out of gold yet? Another castle here for StonePlease. I think he's just counting on Margougou running out of gold. I mean, he might also run out of gold, but he's got more of it available. I would love to see StonePlease add some farms. I think now if he adds some farms and can go for Hussars, it might be a game changer, but Skirmisher raid from Margougou over here. Skirmisher defense from Margougou over here. The true Mongol dream. Screw your tech switch. Screw your tech switch. We just make Mangudai. Oh, man. Yeah, I mean, Margougou's got one more push. He doesn't have a lot of golds. One more push of cannons and skirmishers, and that might be it for him. And then he truly can't push this. I still don't like this castle for StonePlease. Margougou can just take that down for free. But I think it's safe to say it's nervous times. No thumb ring and no Parthian tactics for the Mangudai. So they're still missing 2 upgrades to be fully upgraded. Where's Margougou taking gold? There's a mining camp there, so he'll gain it some extra golds. He's still taking this gold. Who wins, chat? Again, every time I think that StonePlease has enough, Margougou pushes back. Every time I think StonePlease has enough, Margougou... Or, well, you know, the same thing in reverse. If you would have asked me right when Margougou started to get skirms into this position, I would have said Margougou wins. But now StonePlease has regained control again. And Margougou's Treb is just getting trebbed by StonePlease, so it's not like he doesn't notice those things. And the Mangudai sniped 2 bombard cannons. 3 bombard cannons. So how can Margougou ever push? Margougou can never push. Not easily, anyways. I think StonePlease wins this game. I think he wins it. I do. I think that Margougou won't make a lot of progress over here. I think that there's no way that StonePlease will ever allow these bombard cannons to push a castle. And if it's ever a bad engagement for him, all he needs to do is fall back to his castle. That's all he needs to do. And I think finally the eco's at a state where we can see the stables drop. And if he can... Yeah, there we go. If you drop 6 stables and spam light cav as well, Margougou cannot easily engage against light cav and Mangudai. Also, just having the hill as well is so key. Because that extra armor the skirms have, it doesn't feel nearly as strong when the opponent's doing hill bonus damage. It's so funny how stubborn both have been, right? One player repairing the castle, the other person repairing the Treb. They both repaired their Trebs there. Oh, man. Amazing series. Thank you to all the follows and everyone watching. Reminder, winner here goes to Platinum League for the next season. This year's Platinum League, we still have 2 more weeks left. That'll start up on next Friday, but we've got playoffs right now from Gold and Silver over the next 3 days. And, oh, man, Margougou, this might be his last push. He's going for it. He loses his cannons. The Treb there from StonePlease is already hitting. I mean, that castle will be extremely weak. Still, the engagements are happening over here. Margougou has a bombard cannon for the Treb now. Upgrades are coming in for the stable switch for StonePlease. StonePlease is sniping the bombard cannons and the Vills. Costly losses, but the castle goes down. So then he holds. Yeah, he just needs to camp it out with the Mangadai. Yeah, sit in the castle, and then anytime bomber cannons arrive, you just go snipe them. That's a lot of arrows firing out of that castle into the skirmishers from Margougou. He does have 60 skirms in queue. This is truly incredible, though. StonePlease even notices this and has tasked his trebuchet to the bombard cannon. And then Margougou notices it and is microing the bombard cannon. Everything else they're doing and they're noticing that is unreal. I still think StonePlease needs to get more farms. 84 on wood, 26 on food. He needs to add more farming eco. And it needs to be like a lot of hussars here. I'm okay without the hussar upgrade if you just go for the light cav upgrades. Look at him position the trebs right now. The trebs will sit there and just in a spot where they can hit the bombard cannons. I think the Mangadai came over and sniped the bombard cannon here. Which, again, crazy. StonePlease running out of stone. Mangadai come in. Margougou backs away. He sees it. StonePlease dives through, though. StonePlease doesn't care. Snipes one. Oh, yoy. That was well played from Margougou. It was really well played to back up there. But Hussar upgrades on the way. Micro is just insane from these two. Just insane. I think StonePlease is overboomed a bit with 156 vills. That's the nerves, right? You go through the cycle. Create military, micro-military, create vills. You never stop. Sometimes there is a stopping point, but he hasn't been pop-capped, so hasn't really come to that conclusion. Trebs are still waiting to fire. Still Margougou is over here occasionally pressuring. Margougou is getting Hoofnitsa now. How has he got to Hoofnitsa? I think it's with this last little gold here. And also selling a lot at the market. I don't know, man. Bohemian late game. Spears, skirms. Hoofnitsa. Margougou's building up more barracks. I think Margougou knows about the tech switch now. He's sensing it. He's queuing up more halbs. He's also getting Wagenburg tactics for the additional speed on the bombard cannons. I mean, this is winnable for Margougou. One of the best games of the entire season right here. And Margougou looks away for a second. And goodbye, Siege. Yup, that's what it feels like to play against the Mongols. That's so annoying. That's so annoying. Oh my god, dude. He's played pretty much a perfect game. And a half second of looking anywhere else, and his siege gets sniped. And now the Hussars show up and snipe that trap. Took 10 minutes, but StonePlease finally holds there. And guys, remember when StonePlease had 20 on food? He's now at 72 on food. Out of nowhere. And with that economy, he could probably raid with Hussars. He could certainly flood the Hussars to the front. And he's getting Thumbring and Parthian. Yep, StonePlease can now think. He can breathe. He can relax. We are almost out of gold on the map. If the game goes no golds, it is way better for the Bohemians. Having Halb is amazing in the late game. I mean, maybe that does happen. But the castle positions feel pretty nice for StonePlease. He's even getting hoardings right now. He is still making vills, but you can solve that problem by just deleting villagers at any point in time. So with this economy, it's okay. Margougou's castle here is pretty nice. Margougou's castle here is pretty nice. He really could use a castle down here. This is where he's exposed. And oh my god. Margougou went to take the wrong wood line. All right, well, interesting moment coming because Margougou will lose 20 vills, which means he gets 20 more military. Margougou tried to convert a treb. Hoofnitsa Halb skirm raid is coming from this direction, so StonePlease will peel some army over to deal with that. StonePlease is getting murder holes and all these techs he hasn't gotten before. He's going for raids. Hussar's still getting kills. Mangadai snipe the Hoofnitsa. Mangadai move forward into skirms and need to back up towards the castle again. StonePlease has killed 120 villagers this game. How is Margougou not dead? This is truly a beautiful game. This is peak AoE right here. From the start to the finish, maybe the most special game of the season. But there's been a lot of good ones. Margougou's military queue makes me think he still has good chances. 50 skirms, 50 halbs, 8 cannons queued. I mean, how can you complain about that? The Mangudai and the Hussars are beginning to look for the wood choppers in the corners. So there isn't any for Margougou over here. Missed a big shot, I think, with the Hufnitsa. There's only 24 Mangudai for StonePlease, guys. I mean, StonePlease is a great player, but he can't recover in the series losing this one. Right? Like, that has to be an accurate statement. Losing this game and then being down 3-1 and having to win 3 straight, that would be tough. But I think he's winning it. I think the raids should work really well through the middle and on the outside. His castle still stands. He's even repairing it. And anytime he gets an opportunity, he hops out with Mangudai to snipe siege. He's actually being really patient with the Mangudai. He's actually going for barracks technologies now, too. So he's thinking about a champion switch. But this is the problem for Margougou. You've got most of your army here trying to push up the hill, and then you just can't defend the rest of your eco. And without a castle down here, I don't think there's any easy answers to the raid. Hussars will send themselves in. That's a decent fight. Most of the halbs have been cleared out, so the Hussars are getting good kills, and I think Margougou is struggling now. He does have a ridiculous military queue, which will get better. He'll get up to 100 army here, but he's losing too much economy. StonePlease is still holding. This is the final wave for StonePlease to hold now. You kill 30 villagers, that's 30 more military you have to snipe, but Margougou misclicks his cannons! And he's under pressure. He needs to push. Loses 1. StonePlease's Treb is exposed 2. Margougou bringing halbs and skirms back, but simultaneously needs to push with halbs and skirms on the front. Still 190 pop, but he's now down 30 villagers. He does still have this over here. This castle has 27 kills for StonePlease. It's catching halbs going home in a panic. Ooh, but big shots there from the Hufnitsa onto the skirms. I think StonePlease is doing the right things now. 40 Hussars in queue. Took him a long time to get there. Mangudai are actually fully upgraded where they weren't before. And it's just a lot of leftover army for Margougou sitting in his base right now. Now all the Hussars need to be here for StonePlease. Or you can just go, yeah, do this. Yeah, this is a great find. It's way easier to raid here, and the relics are there as well. Which players will probably forget about at this point, but you do just need to take down that monastery because Margougou doesn't have gold. Margougou losing more vills. More villagers going down. He is also trying some counter raids here too. But now StonePlease is bringing Trebs this way to pressure that. He just can't lose this position. If you lose the hill to take the left corner, it's not worth it. It's looking dangerous though. Again, Bohemian late game is incredibly strong. Okay, here come the Mangudai. They're back. Margougou micros it back again. And now the Mangudai fall back again. Guys, I actually think it's winnable for Margougou because the army for Bohemians is just so strong. But he will lose a castle. And he will lose another castle. 2 castles gone for Margougou at the same time. He will be castleless now. Wow. Hufnitsa come over to take the Trebs. The Mangudai can head that direction and take the trades, though. That should be 4 Hufnitsa dead. Yeah, 4 Hufnitsa dead. For 2 Trebs, 1 Treb. You take that. And then here as well, you take down that castle. You're feeling very good. My God. Notice Margougou no longer has the queue anymore. He doesn't have 70, 80 units in queue. He only has like 10. And he has a lot of leftover halbs, which are not always good in the situations he needs them in. Against the Mangudai and the skirms. And he loses another Hufnitsa. Margougou will lose all of this, which includes villagers and town centers. And even then, Margougou's, I think, only on, what, 3 TCs? I guess StonePlease has been on 2 the whole game. Yep, Mangudai snipe another cannon, right back to the castle. Castle has 80 kills. This castle was critical. And Trebs are still firing. Hussars are still running in. Can StonePlease do it? Can StonePlease do it? Can he tie up the series? What a game. What a game, man. I think he's going to do it. He just needs a bit more patience now. I think Margougou is running out of steam. He's at 85 ills. He still has a strong army. But eventually, these cannons are going to get sniped again. And then I don't think he can make any more. Yeah, we see champion switch coming in for StonePlease. Pretty expensive when you don't have... When there's... Well, how much gold is even left on the map? Okay, there's 300 gold left on the map. That's actually a really bad move then. It's like, you're sinking gold into a tech that you can't necessarily justify. But maybe he can sort it out anyways. Oof, oof. That's not what you want. A lot of Mangadai die. Margougou's pop is really low, though. Town center will go down. He's lost 230 villagers. Another Hussar's finding kills over here. Castle still stands. I think the unit queue for StonePlease is good enough. Crazy game. Are there times where you guys watch these events and you're like, man, I could do that. I want to play. And then you watch a game like this and you're like, oh, this pretty much confirms why I'm watching. Because for me, I sometimes I watch, I'm like, oh man, why I could have done that. And then games like this just completely reinforce. Nope. I'm a caster for a reason. What a game. What a game. That was ridiculous. My God. Well played from both. 2-2 though, guys. And this is for that invitation to Platinum League. That's some of the best Age of Empires you'll ever see. It had everything. It had like the clowny shenanigans in the early game. You had completely different civ bonuses at play here, right? One civ was more so with monks and the wagons and the mining bonuses. The other civ was like full food bonus with the Dark Age, with the elephants. Cannot say enough good things about it. In the end, even though Margougou collected a lot more resources, he could not get the kills. Like Mangadai were just ridiculously strong. I think if it was flat grounds most of the game, maybe the fight swing the other way. But having this hill and having this position was the game changer. 277 Mangadai made that game against 581 skirmishers. And 581 skirmishers couldn't do the job. There were 30 Hufnitsa from Margougou that game. That's ridiculous. Love the patience from StonePlease, though. Like, I think for him, sometimes it's a worry. Is he going to get those transitions in? Is he going to fix the eco? Sometimes you watch him play, and it's very clear that he feels he can win the game right there. But you can't do that all the time. And that switch from 20 on food to 70 on food within 2 minutes was a crazy switch. I think just Hussars and raiding the sides essentially just did enough. So, GG. All right. Well, we've got game number 5. StonePlease playing as the Portuguese. Margougou's playing as the Bengalis. What I want to see when the series has been this close is I want to see game 5 have an even civ matchup. And that's precisely what we have. Both civs have amazing bonuses. The Bengalis get the additional villagers. They have the really strong monks. Their ships even regenerate. So honestly, perfect civ for this map. You can go for either or, land or water, which is what this map is all designed for. And then the Portuguese is very similar. They get more HP on their navy. Their gold units are cheaper. They have good land units. They have good water units. So just awesome to see when the series is this close, what the matchup looks like. So someone was asking about how the tiers in the leagues work, which I'll answer now. I think the ads are done on Twitch. So basically you have 3 tiers. You have Platinum League, which is top 24 and 64K. You have Gold League, which is 25K and 24 more players. And then you have Silver League below that, which is 24 more players at 10K. And so there's 4 groups of 6 players in every league. You play everyone in a play all 3. So that's 5 sets. And then at the conclusion of that, whoever is at the top of each group gets auto-promoted to the next league. And then the second and third place from each group goes into a playoff. So for Gold League, these players are technically like 25th through 48th in the world, right? And Margougou went into 3rd place in his group, and StonePlease was 2nd in his group. And now winner here, you get thrown into the top 24. But then, of course, you get promoted, and then it's like, well, do they have what it takes to survive? Some players do, some players don't. That's the gist. So if you underperform in your league, you get relegated down. If you overperform and do well in your league, you get promoted up. So that's essentially how it works. And Margougou was platinum before, for example. Margougou got relegated down for this season, and he's looking to get back. So essentially, 72 players get paid. And then that's not even counting the money that goes to the qualifier, essentially, which is a bronze bracket. I think in total, it's like 100 players or something get paid, which is really rare. And I think it's important, right? Think about it from a player's perspective. They're getting eyeballs on them. People are watching them when they never have watched them before. There's money that they can conceivably actually earn, like really decent amounts of money. They're not going to lose to like Hera or Leary or Viper or Vivi or someone like second round or third rounds. It's been motivating for the competition out there. And also, you know, motivating for me as well, right? I see the players take it seriously, and I see the players enjoy the opportunity. I want to do it more. And when you guys watch and support and are excited about it all, it also helps me. So thanks. This is way harder than anything else I could do. I think I've currently been live like 14, 15 days in a row. And I was sick last week, and I'm starting to get sick again, but, you know, whatever. I don't think about being sick until after the stream. The games are really good. Hi. So far, it feels like both players have taken the economic route, but hold on. Underdog always takes the risk. I don't know who the underdog is, but I would say Stone, please. No way they're coin flipping. Oh, Stone, please ran back. And Margougou's not... Oh! Oh, they leave on 3 HP. All right, but see that what that would tell me, Margougou taking that fight tells me that Margougou is not going monks. Because Margougou is hoping the opponent loses the scout. And because he's not going to heal his own up. Now, that's not a given, but that's like a tiny little detail. Stone, please, being the one to back up tells me that he's maybe incorporating something that can heal up the scout. And the fact he's building a mill, from what we can see here, tells me fast castle. Versus a double dock fishing approach would, or a second lumber camp would normally mean some type of water contest here. So we'll see. Thank you, Eliminio. Thank you. You're welcome. I'm lucky to be able to get really excited about something like this, guys. I mean, have World's Edge come in and sponsor with 100K to even make it happen, but also have a community to back me up. So I appreciate you guys. But we're not going to get feelsy now, all right? It's just gold playoff. We get feelsy later. We got 3.5 more weeks. So we stay locked in. Yeah, the golds are always positioned on the front of the player bases, which is something both players will know. Stone as well. And if you need backup gold, you do have these oysters. The oysters you can take with fishing ships or with villagers. So it's 1,600 golden oysters as your backup, you could say. Stone, please, is going up fast. This feels like fast castle, very little resistance on water. Probably monks. You could go to stone really late and go for the castle, but I don't think the timings would work. I really feel like he's going to go double monks. Double monastery monks. And Margougou dropping the second dock. He's added a few more vills. I think he probably goes for the more economic approach. A couple hulks or galleys or something on water. Eventually reaches Castle Age with very good resources, but isn't in Castle Age as fast. Market Blacksmith. Still one dock for Stone, please, which will get less efficient over time. Margougou, I mean, he can gather from the uptime. Maybe a little bit, but there's not that big of a difference, right? It's just one villager. I don't think that tells you that Stone, please, is going for this lightning fast castle time. And now Stone, please, goes to Stone. All right. So 2 games in a row, he goes to Stone. castle, if you're going to do this, though, needs to be on the opponent's gold. In theory, you're giving up water because you're playing just one dock and low production there. So if you're giving up water, you probably need to pressure the land. He did scout. He sees the stone. This is a bit awkward, but sometimes you don't fully scout it.
Hey.
Another reason why the scout is so valuable.
Hi.
I mean, organ guns are a really good unit, but I think it's a cycle where if you go organs, your opponent will go siege or their own monks, and then you go your own monks to then convert their monks. That's the cycle of the clown right there. Wow, 3 docks for Margougou. Okay. And Margougou's up. Neither scout has moved out across the map to take the risk right now. Yo, Powwow, thank you. Thank you so much for the gifted sub. Ian, with 8 months, I promise not a paid chatter, guys. Says, I watched T90 to learn how to optimally place farms. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you, Jax. Thank you, Klutz, for the prime. Anyone new watching today? We have 5K on Twitch, 3K on YouTube. We have Vikram says, finally, I'm seeing a live casting, ... First time for Vikram on YouTube. Welcome in. Welcome in, everybody. 2-2, best of 7. What's up, Tashida? These names are tough for me to pronounce. This one has a lot of caps and lowercase. I don't know how to say that. I tell you, that's not it. Sorry. Locky, thank you. New for 37 months. Head charge new for 19 months. Nice. What's up, guys? You're welcome, Massman. Luxinator says, T90, last game was insane. Don't pronounce my name. Too late. Thank you. Here come the Vills. Here come the Vills for the castle. Where does he place it? He doesn't know exactly where the gold is. He knows where the stone is. He places the castle there. Hello, Margougou. Hello. All right, so it's full damage control mode right now. You see this? You probably need some walls in a position that the castle can't range. And you can luckily still mine your gold. We do actually have quite a few hawks from both players. But Margougou has more hawks than StonePlease, and I think we know where StonePlease's focus is right now. His focus is on the land. Now, the castle ranging the monastery is really nice. Because that Margougou is going to count on using that monastery for now. And it's going to disappear, and he's going to have to build another one, and it's just tough. Also, Margougou can take gold, but he can't take stone for his own castle. But guys, this is just a bait. This castle is just a bait. It's to pressure, but it is not actually designed to do anything but force the opponent into monks so he can go for atonement. We actually have the warships upgrade now from StonePlease. So if he backs up, they both have the upgrade, but you back up towards your dock. Now they fire some arrows. Now you will probably engage because you're... Ooh, this is bad for StonePlease. You can't garrison Vills in there. Nice pressure from Margougou. But yeah, no organ guns because he knows the opponent will go monks. StonePlease is not fighting next to his dock. So while he has the additional HP, he's not doing as much damage as he could. Both players are looking out here. The scout from Margougou goes for the monk, and Margougou will get the snipe. Nice. Nice start from Margougou. We talked about this the other day, right? Like, you get pressured off your gold, even if, move out to the middle. And Margougou hasn't really been pressured off his gold. He did lose all of his hawks, but still remaining competitive on water, still remaining competitive on land. Still waiting for atonement from StonePlease, but I guess he's gone way heavier on fish. But he's trying to win the water, and then he will go more monks later on. I mean, Margougou didn't get redemption, right? So if Margougou's going monks freely with no redemption, maybe now you make the organ guns. You have to at least force Margougou to make some decisions. This castle, I've seen this 4 times this season, and players need to get used to it. After you break into your opponent's base, you need to change your castle trajectory and fire on something else. Continuing to take down the wall is not beneficial to you here, but taking down the monastery would be. And actually there, he shoots the monk, and now he's on the monastery. And now the organ guns are looking dangerous. Can Margougou make it back to Platinum League? Both players have a relic. It is 2 TCs. for Margougou. The scout from StonePlease is running all around. But the pressure is really on Margougou right now. There's the Mangonel. And bam, big shot as well. That Siege Workshop was spotted by StonePlease. I don't think it was on his mind yet. Nice job from Margougou. And all water. I think things are still really competitive. Honestly, let's do it. Let's make it a best of 15 between these guys. It's so close. Margougou has the slight resources collected lead, but StonePlease will have the relics. The scout falls back to heal up. StonePlease has redemption now to convert siege. And then atonement to convert the monks would be the next step. If it does become a full monk war, though, Bengalis do not get heresy. And believe me, it can go that far in a monk war. Reminder that StonePlease does not have a very good eco compared to Margougou. Well, then again, they both have crap eco. It's really the fish that's keeping their eco afloat. And I guess technically Margougou will run out of golds if he gets pushed off the main gold. But he's been on the main gold the whole time. So, yeah, both civs get atonement to convert enemy monks. So that's not an issue. It's really just... And they both get redemption. The issue is going to be heresy if we get that far down the line. More navy added from StonePlease. Falls back towards his docks. They've just been back and forth on that. And it's had to be perfect. But now atonement and redemption is in. And atonement is in for Margougou. So we'll have monks converting monks. And oh no, that's bad for Margougou. Oh, that's so bad for Margougou. That's so good from StonePlease. He converts everything. And now the monk is there converting the other monk. And the monk goes down. Nice swing for StonePlease. He did lose fishing ships, though. He is still really far behind in Vils, so it's got to be about the monks now. And Margougou correctly recognizes he's ahead on water. And he will add some more fishing ships for eco, and Margougou is on stone. Now, where does Margougou drop the castle? Because he could actually take the main base from StonePlease. But he also might just want a defensive castle. It's so tough to call. What do you do here, guys? You're Margougou. You're 23 years old. You're French. You are very fast. You have just lost all your monks, but you have enough stone for a castle. It's 2-2. You want to be back in Platinum League. What do you do? Your doorknob is functioning. Some people will get that. Other people won't. Where do you place it? Do you stay humble with the castle? You guys are really not even playing along with me. Envision it. Be in the moment. Be in the moment. Where do you place the castle? Come on. Some of you guys are trying to act all cool and make jokes. We're not about that here. Okay, castle for StonePlease. I think you drop your castle behind your TC. You have no choice. You have no choice. Monk v monk is a big deal here. The villagers are standing on the foundation. The conversion happens for StonePlease. He has another monk for the Mangonel. Margougou has to delete his Mangonel. Margougou's castle might not go up. Oh, but the Mangonel goes down to the TC. 50% for Margougou. 60% for StonePlease. The important thing here, though, is that Margougou will not be able to take gold if these castles are here. It denies both the gold spots once fletching is in. And StonePlease still has his main gold, and he still has 3 relics. Where does Margougou go for gold? You could go to the oysters. Oh, bro, he's forgot about the oysters back there. That's 1,800 gold. That could save the game for him. But he's desperate now, guys. He's in a really uncomfortable position. He will make armored elephants. He's also massing petards. He just sold 900 wood to get the gold. He needs to take this castle down. And StonePlease is also making petards. Which you normally only see when the castles are directly next to each other, but I guess that could be good. I think he needs a Mangonel to hit these armored elephants, because the armored elephants are a really strong option. He's actually making a ram. I don't know what to think. Margougou has a 30 villager lead, 15 fishing ships on the outside. More like a 20 villager lead, and then he has the fishing economy, and he has a nice navy. If he remembers the oysters, his eco's actually okay. And there he goes with petards. Is he taking this castle down, dude? Oh my god. You need 8 petards to take down a castle, by the way. How does ram versus elephant go? Elephant Rex. Guys, I'm really surprised StonePlease didn't add a mangonel behind the castle. It honestly saves the game. It's such a critical move. Him going for rams here is the wrong choice. Mangonel behind to hit the elephants with repairs, and his castle doesn't go down. But it's going to go down now, I think. And he could have some real issues. Everything else has been great. Everything else has been perfect. But Margougou's elephants have been awesome here. And it's just, you need the mangonel. And now he's doing it, but it's too late. He had to use petards. Okay. Hold up. I mean, he uses petards. He's barely has the stone to repair. He is coming in with a big navy as well. He will actually win water. I think Margougou's fish will eventually go down. But Margougou's still getting good value. Castle has to stay up to deny the gold. This is so close. He ran out of stone! Stone, please! Literal stone, please! Stone, please! Please! Oh my god. Okay, elephant's going down. He holds it. He holds it. He holds it. Holy crap, man. Okay. Remember, Margougou can't mine the gold there. He's found the oysters now on the outside, so he's taking the gold there. We have 14 ships against 11, but it's Portuguese hawks, so the Portuguese hawks should hawk more, or whatever you say. Then again, Margougou's noticed he needs to recover on water. He has good numbers. So, props to him there. And, yeah, Margougou will control the water and maintain it. Still low on gold. Still selling resources. Is losing his market. He's losing his blacksmith. He's still under a lot of pressure. But StonePlease only needs water to kill fish. That's the only significance of water. And if Margougou doesn't notice this, he kills the fish. Clock is ticking for the gold income for Margougou. 1,300 gold left, and then that one relic. And he's got so many elephants. It's so transparent what Margougou has to do from StonePlease's perspective. I think StonePlease should win this game. He just has to keep the castle up at all times. Margougou might take a risk. He might actually try a conversion underneath the castle fire to take the mangonels. I don't know, guys. StonePlease doesn't have that good of an economy. I don't know if it's that clear. Margougou saves his fish. Maybe Margougou needs to stop producing vills and go imp, though. I think that's the play. Stop producing vills. Try and get to the Imperial Age. Oh, man. It's so easy to say anything when you're up here. Okay, here go the Ellies. Does it work? Does it work? If the mangonels get misclicked, this is a problem. But I think the mangonels mean the elephants can't push. And that's such a big investment. I really think it's crazy that StonePlease is going for his own petards. Like, I don't think your own petards here is as good as Imperial Age. But he does have the monks ready. Margougou will click up to imp. He is on the way to imp. He is still defending on water. But he still does not have a lot of long-term gold secured. StonePlease needs imp. StonePlease converted a couple vills with the monks. He'll lose the monks now to the Ratha. A bit wasteful. He does have 14 monks. He is starting to convert all of Margougou's houses. There's actually 5 houses from StonePlease on screen. About to be 6. StonePlease will click imp himself. StonePlease is completely losing water. What a series. What a game. Okay, he's on his way to imp. Now, on this topic of these petards, if he takes down Margougou's castle, Margougou has gone imp for Trebs, and he will be castleless. So, if he keeps making them now, it could be a pretty big play. Margougou is housed, because his house just got stolen. There's 14 monks for StonePlease, which he can, of course, upgrade when he's in imp. Margougou continues to get housed. But he has his own monks, and he's trying to convert. And, I don't know what's happening. Okay, now there's a monk swing. Now Margougou gains some monks, which will be nice. Oyster check. Oyster check. Shark Fin's got a lot of oysters. Thank you for the gifted subs. We got 400 gold left. That's it for Margougou. Unless I'm missing something. I don't think he's on gold anywhere else. And, oh, another castle? What? Oh, he sold his soul to buy another castle. Well, I mean, StonePlease can do that too. StonePlease has a mangonel. StonePlease might even be able to deny this. StonePlease is so locked in with the monks right now. He gets the conversion. He denies that castle. Put the petards back. Put the petards back. Put the petards back. Is he doing the math to... Oh, wow. He did the math. He did the math. He didn't want to use too many. Margougou loses the castle. Okay. The monks are still converting all the time here. Trebuchet is on the way from Margougou. But guys, StonePlease has more gold and has more stone. And he has 3 castles versus 1. Now, it's not easy to full queue 3 castles with these resources. But I think with the 4 petards he has in there, if he uses his trebs and he uses monks and he, of course, gets monk upgrades, the conversions are perfect, I think he wins. And goes up 3-2, which would mean 3 straight victories. It's been so good from him. But I was worried that after, you know, showing his best in the first 2 games and having them be so close and then losing, that it would fall apart. That's a lot of shade in there with all their hats. I mean, Margougou doesn't have stone, right? He's buying the stone. He will lose his castle. And the villagers are leaving this way, going somewhere. I mean, I guess you can try that. That's important for StonePlease to see. The petards are out. The petards are out. There we go. Margougou goes for siege elephants. He upgrades that. But monks can convert those. And monks are all over the gold tier too. Oh, God. StonePlease can lose 1 castle, and it's fine. He even has the mangonels behind there. But yeah, he says, thanks for the elephants, bro. And Margougou taps out. Dude, what a game. Just continuous pressure. What a game. Honestly, every game in this series has been so unbelievably close. Like, there's never been a game where one person just snowballs a tiny advantage and it's over. Back and forth, back and forth. The amount of water engagements and land engagements we saw on this map were just unbelievable. But I think, in the end, for StonePlease, it literally just came down to the fact that his opponent didn't have access to stone and gold anymore, and that his gold units were also cheaper, right? And so I thought it would be monks because, like, yeah, organ guns and Ratha can happen, but then usually in these types of arena maps, it can become monks. And Portuguese monks being cheaper helps way more than having additional armor. And then also, you know, on top of that, he had access to more of the gold. I think that both players choked a little bit there because of the nerves. There's the difference in gold collected. Both players freaked out in that game, and they probably could have gone imp a bit faster, right? Like the petards from StonePlease, I think were a bit much. And then I think the elephants from Margougou as well. But also at the same time, StonePlease almost choked, and StonePlease almost didn't make mangonels against the elephants, so the elephants almost worked. So I think they both got really nervous there. Obviously, being the player who ends up winning it, it feels a whole lot better to, you know, shrug off the nerves. But yeah, StonePlease knew. He had the res over here. He knew Margougou was only here. And, yeah, he's up 3-2. All right, so 3-2. StonePlease has won 3 straight, which is pretty incredible. He goes for the Italians now. And Margougou is playing as the Japanese. Both players have been firing on all cylinders today, right? It has been amazing how they have both matched the other, and they've also matched the aggression so nicely too, right? Like, these have been really active, really high APM games. It's really just unbelievable how much multitasking they're going for. Now, StonePlease, his civ is the better water civ. You have the cheaper dock technologies, but you do have some good archer bonuses as well. Typically, the Japanese are a bit better on the hybrid maps just because their fishing ships are really tanky. And the savings on the lumber camps, mills, and mining camps helps the early game a lot. But I've seen StonePlease trying some pretty ridiculous things on these maps. But I think with his speed, I wouldn't expect anything too out of the ordinary here. I think he will try and be competitive in the north on water. And maybe what you do with Italians, since your archers are so strong, you try and go 2 docks on water to kill the Japanese fish, because that's very difficult to do. And then you probably opt for a lot of walling and maybe a tower at home, expecting the man-at-arms. Margougou pushing in some food here at the start. We'll run back here and get some of his sheep. No lambing or anything, but villager will head to the north. And StonePlease actually scouting the shoreline with the sheep, which is kind of interesting. But I guess if you don't lose the sheep, it's good scouting. And he's also going to scout down here as well. So maybe that tells us that he'll apply focus on the river where the shorefish and the hunt are. But I feel like where Margougou has lost games has been when his opponent has been the one to start the aggression. Whereas in the games where he's been the one to open the aggression, he's looked better, just ever so slightly. So I think he's in a good position here to do that with the Japanese. His villager's already here for the dock. And actually, Margougou should try and deny this dock. StonePlease is not protecting his vill, which is risky. He's pushing in the final zebra. And they both will likely go to here. And Margougou is looking for the dockville. Oh, man. And the dockville's going exactly where he expects it to, but he was just there too early. And now StonePlease... I guess he'll end up finding Margougou's scout. So they hit each other here. Now Margougou's like, wait a second. Why is your scout here? What are you up to? And now he sees the vill. And Margougou deletes. Margougou wants to deny this. His dock is already up. StonePlease dock. Palisades. Oof. Oh, man. Gets the quick walls. He almost lost the dock foundation, too. Gets the quick walls just in time. Well played from both. Again, they're both so good. Being aware of the killer timings, being aware of all the tiny advantages that you can take as a player. For Margougou, it was worth the risk there to get the kill. I think StonePlease will wall him in. I saw this in another set from him. I think he will finish his dock and he will immediately come over and try and wall in this vill. Never mind. I have no explanation. Never mind. I don't know why we're taking this shorefish instead of this shorefish. All right. Well, we'll see. House walls are coming up. Margougou's still not floating a lot of wood for the barracks. So maybe he does just end up playing straight water. He brings the scout home to push in the zebra. Interesting. Why wall like that? Oh, wait. He's walling like this so Margougou can't wall him in. That's what it is. Yeah, so the viable strat here is you go boop, 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 3 quick palisades, and then that guy can't build another dock. Which you would do for the 2 dock approach. So he actually goes this way. That way he has like 3 or 4 more tiles to react if his opponent comes to wall him in. Also, I mean, technically you could also dock from within there if you reposition a little bit, but you could dock the second dock right where the villager's standing and still have the villager there. And then you can go double dock garrison with the arrows to defend. So that's cool. I've never seen that. But guys, you don't understand how prepped StonePlease is. I'd love to interview Margougou. It looks extremely prepared. But StonePlease, I believe, has probably played more practice games for TTL than maybe anybody. The dude's insane. The other day, probably shouldn't say this, but the other day, I said at the end of a stream, because I messaged a couple people who were going to be in the playoffs and stuff in silver and gold. I was like, I really want to play these maps. And I really have some ideas. I want to test them. And I hadn't messaged StonePlease. I mentioned it on stream. And said, damn, like, Doubt doesn't want to train with me. And we joked about that. StonePlease messaged me immediately. He said, let's go. Played 5 games. And then we ended, and then he was still playing games. Like, it's just so many games. Just testing, doing whatever we can. But Margougou has to be really well prepped. I could tell the timings are perfect. The militia are here. And Margougou as well. I mean, there's no way that Margougou's coming in here rusty anymore. Weird walls from StonePlease, but I guess they're effective. If you go for the full walls, it's a lot to handle. But 2 lumber camps, the gold's protected, and he expected Margougou to go man-at-arms. So the man-at-arm approach won't work too well. One dock for both players. They'll go for hulks. The hulks can garrison inside the docks. Or, sorry, the fishing ships can garrison inside the docks. And Margougou finds the range. I think he got hit by the TC there a little bit. And he also will find the walls. Which is not what you want when playing Man-at-Arms. Especially for Man-at-Arms. Margougou will drop the range. And StonePlease actually goes for the dockville. Yeah, it's a bit weird. You can't garrison the Ville, but you can garrison the fish. But he did lose a lot of HP to that dock there, so he needs to pull back. Still has work to do here. T90, is there a reward for players when they manage to get to the next league, or is that the reward itself? I mean, the reward is money. Money, pride, prestige. But yes, there's more. The better you do in any league, the more money you get, and then you earn your position in the next league, and then you also get more money. Now, no drugs, no wine. None of that. Money. It's on Liquipedia. I don't know in this case, like, between Margougou and StonePlease, the loser here, and the winner, I'm not sure if they balance out. It might end up being the same amount of prize pool for this season. So in theory, it could be like future reward. I would have to look it up. Don't have it all memorized just yet. But double range from StonePlease. Fast blacksmith for early fletching. Still being active on one dock. Margougou will go for the second dock. And the berries are exposed for StonePlease. Margougou's got his berries on the back, and then his gold is on the front. So maybe a tower will be needed for Margougou. It's a close game. Margougou's had these games where he opens Man-at-Arms, and then he still has very nice res collected lead. Very hard sometimes to balance your eco and also go for the aggression. But he hasn't actually done anything yet with his army. Actually, he could. He could. There needs to be 2 more houses. StonePlease is moving forward right now, so he decides to house wall. And he does get the house walls down. Archer's back, and he's moving forward. 0 kills, 0 deaths, by the way. Game's been that close. Margougou's investing more into water. StonePlease more into lands. StonePlease will garrison his dock. Still house walling and repairing over here. Still playing damage control here. And now Margougou needs to react. And Margougou reacting perfectly. He senses it. He knows. He sees the scout. He knows there must be army. He doesn't have fletching yet. Ooh, and he has to delete the house to save the vills. And he is off gold right now. And, ooh, StonePlease, good timing. Oh my god, and the micro behind it as well. He didn't lose an archer. This could be bad for Margougou. Bad, bad, bad. Slightly late on fletching. Base slightly open, no tower. And StonePlease is sniping all the archers. This is really dangerous for Margougou. Oh god, he goes for the house wall, which he will get. But he still lost so much. Wait! Oh my god! The Man-at-Arms got in and killed 2 villagers over here or something too. Oh my god. Holy. Okay, sorry. So much was happening. I think the Man-at-Arms will die though. Margougou still has to chase this down, and Margougou's still having big problems. Yeah, villagers on the wood line going down. Margougou does have water. He is ahead on water. But being pushed off of gold and wood like that means he probably needs to play skirms a bit. 13 archers for StonePlease. So that's 14, soon 14 land army. And for Margougou, he's got 2. Margougou does go for the second range. Really needs the food for the armor upgrade on the skirms too, and the skirmisher production. This is the right play though. He's at least adding fish. If he can get up to 6 to 8 fishing ships and play skirm defense, I think it could be really nice here. Yeah, StonePlease, the units got in. I don't think he lost as much as Margougou did. And Margougou still doesn't have the numbers, guys. Margougou needs a tower or something, or he's back in Gold League, and StonePlease is taking a spot in Platinum. Another villager goes down. StonePlease sniping the archers again. He just never stops. He's so consistent. This could be it. This could be it, guys. This could be StonePlease to Platinum League. I mean, he's got so much here. He's also got a stable, and he's adding scouts because he's expecting skirms. My god, man. Does need farms now. We've seen throughout the series, though, that StonePlease has no chill. So sometimes he just Now, he won't expand his eco when you're expecting players to because he leans into the aggression. This house will go down. He'll move to the back where Margougou needs gold and will drop the tower. Okay, but now what? You see the tower, where do you go? Do you fall back? He runs in, dude. He's insane. He runs in. He can't help himself. For better or for worse, StonePlease is aggressive. And in this case, it works out. Some players never take the risk because there could be a house wall or a gate or something. But he saw the wood line and he knew he had the army lead. And StonePlease wins 4 straight and goes to platinum. I mean, I'm hoping we can get him in for an interview here. But he's played insanely well because Margougou played insanely well. Margougou was on point today. Margougou won the first 2 games and StonePlease responded. That is well played. Congratulations to StonePlease. Like to remind you guys as well the trajectory that StonePlease had to take. So for StonePlease to get here, he started in the bronze bracket. He won out to... Wait, did he go through the bronze bracket? I actually need to double check. I think he went through the bronze bracket, then ended up fast tracking into gold, and then now gold and goes up to platinum. What a series. What a series. He's so talented. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can get him into an interview here. See if that's possible. And then I'm being told he's not online, no interview. Oh, that's so sad. Oh, boo. Okay, well, we'll have to get an interview at another time.